Hello, and welcome to Operation Nazi Puncher. I'm Rick Budd, your game master, and oh my god, we got so many announcements to make tonight, so I'm going to go through these fast. But first, let us meet all of these lovely and talented people that you see before you. So, in no particular order, our friend B Zelda. Hello, B. And Omar Najam. Caitlin Bruder. Sam DeLev, and our very special guest, who I could not possibly be more excited to have, Mr. Darin De Paul.
Oh, thank you. Hi, Internet. Gosh, all heck, it's good to be here.
Internet, this is Darin. Darin, this is Internet. Yeah, oh my God, I've wanted to play with Darin forever. He's just, one of the greatest guys. And if the sound of his voice makes you feel pressured to run out and take pictures of Spider-Man, just know that is entirely natural. It's not just you.
It is. I'm glad you agree, Rick. I like you. You're my bud, Rick. That's a play on your name. That's a J. Jonah Jameson play on your name for you, Rick Budd.
I don't want Jameson angry at me, so I'm going to leave that alone.
I'm not angry at you, Rick. This is just the way I talk. You are not a threat. You are not a menace. You are not Spider-Man. Next caller.
Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, my God. So great to have you here, Darin.
It's going to be a long night, kids. Enjoy.
Yeah. We're just getting started. So
there were rails. We are off the rails already. If you can imagine rails, they go that way. We're over there.
Yeah, we're only 2 minutes in, and the rails are broken now.
That was our plan.
So special thanks to Jake and Lauren and the mods and everyone at QueueTimes. We could not do what we do if they did not do what they do, and they are great at what they do, and I don't think y'all know the half of it. So thank y'all. And our buddy Hector Lowe, who updated the Operation Nazi Puncher logo for us. Kara O'Neill and everybody at Dark Horse who put up some prizes for us to give away tonight. And of course, Amy Dowling, who puts up with me. So your subs and your bits go to help support QueueTimes, and QueueTimes existing lets us do stuff like this. And your donations to the chip jar tonight actually will go to the Southern Poverty Law Center, and I'm going to get back to that in a second. But as usual, we have a bunch of rewards to help grease those wheels for you, and we have more than usual tonight. So I've created a lot of rewards because the last time we did one of these, y'all tripled the goal on us, and I was left without rewards, and I felt really bad about it. So if we don't unlock all these rewards, you don't feel bad about it or anything. Every dime counts, and the Southern Poverty Law Center can use everything. So we feel great about whatever happens here tonight. And that being said, here are the rewards. If we get to $100, the team gets a point of community determination. Determination goes at a premium in this game. Everyone's got, I think, 3 or so points to start, and they usually go fast. If we get to $200 tonight, the mysterious benefactor. Now, as you know, in Port Ruby, our normal team has a mysterious benefactor who sends them gifts once a game. That mysterious benefactor also exists in World War II for this game, and tonight, if we get to $200, the mysterious benefactor will provide the team with one-time access to a top-secret Jewish space laser that the team can use for any purpose it wants. Yes, it is not just for starting forest fires anymore. You can point it at Nazis and kill them. So, that's $200. If we get to $300, we have our usual after credits lore drop, which is a revealing glimpse of some important but previously unseen part of our story or universe that I'll read you on the way out. If we get to $400, a certain member of the cast, I won't say who, you'll have to guess for yourself, I promise it won't be me and it'll be worth it, will work a Shakespearean soliloquy somewhere into the action. Not going to say who. Could be anybody. Just, who here might you want to hear read Shakespeare? I don't know. Could be anybody. And if we get to $500 tonight, that's twice what we normally raise. If we can miraculously get there, we got a celebrity cameo right here in this window. Amy Dowling will make a brief but important appearance as an NPC. Thank you, Amy. And If we get to 750, now they start jumping a little bit more. That will open up a raffle that anyone can enter, and the winner gets a Twitter icon, an avatar designed by our own Caitlin Bruder in her cool line style. These things are great. Like pretty much like everyone I know has one, so it's like you want one too. They're great.
It'll be in the style of the one that I currently have. Just if you're interested, that's what it'll look like.
Go check Caitlin's. It's adorable. It's great. And if we can somehow miraculously, if we get all the way to $1,000 tonight, Vampire Hunters of Port Ruby, a Power Play spinoff starring Gina DeVivo as Dalen Prawley, Vampire Hunter. You can probably tell from the title what Dalen has been up to, and that will be played sometime after season 2 if we get to Vampire Hunters of Port Ruby. If we get to $1,500 by some miracle tonight, and the last time I did one of these games, y'all took us to twice that amount, Sam DeLev will punch Hitler. Yeah. Sam's character, is going to get the chance to pull a Captain America and punch the Fuhrer right in his face. So if you ever wanted to see Sam punch Hitler, we got to get there. And if pie in the sky here, if we get to $2,000, and I stopped making tiers after this because it's crazy. Power Play Origins. All 4 of our regular characters, Ulez, Vion, Benny, and Kadrax, will each get an hour-long one-on-one origin story episode to be played after season 2. Find out who they are. We'll dig into some of those mysteries that we have not answered yet on the show. And let's see. And I am seeing if we get above our goals, we might have some more cool stuff after that. But for now, if you want to see those tiers, you can unlock them. You can see them in chat with the command unlocks. And that's not it, because thanks to our friends at Dark Horse, Cara O'Neill, and everybody over there, we have this awesome Hellboy prize pack to give away. And that's going to start right now. Hellboy is, of course, one of the great Nazi punchers of all time. It definitely helps to have that big stone fist thing. And the prize pack includes Hellboy Omnibus Volume 1, which the omnibuses of Hellboy, they rearrange the story in chronological order. So Volume 1 actually covers World War II, funny enough. And also in there is the BPRD 1946 to 1948. Hellboy is an agent of the BPRD. The BPRD also very big on the Nazi punching, especially during 1946 to 1948. Both of those by Mike Mignola and others. The BPRD's got art in it from Fabio Moon and Gabriel Bott and all these great people. These are really great books. And then also a cool little piece of merch, the Hellboy playing cards. Also, all done by Mike Mignola himself. You don't know Hellboy until you know Mike Mignola's version. So you can get into that one right now with Command Hellboy. So thank you, Kara. Thank you, everyone at Dark Horse. Command Hellboy to get into that drawing. It will be run through the whole episode, and then all the way at the end, I will let you know who won that. And okay, those are those. The game we play here is called Icons. It is published by Ad Infinitum Adventures. It was created by a cool dude named Steve Kenson, who you can find on Twitter at @skenson. And the book edition is published by Green Ronin. They were sold out last time I checked, maybe because of the show. And you can still get it as a PDF, though. And those are all the real announcements. But first, I got to take a second to have a little bit of a serious moment here. I grew up as an Indiana Jones kid. And nothing really makes me happier than watching some awesome hero punch his way through, a gaggle of Nazis. And the events of the last few years have had me thinking a lot about whether or not sometimes our portrayal of Nazis in fiction hasn't had some negative real-life consequences. I think about sometimes whether or not regular folk don't identify some of the worst among us as Nazis because they're not trying to build a moon base out of werewolves or something like that. And I am not actually smart enough to figure out how that all works, but I really believe in the power of storytelling in fiction as long as it is supplemented and leads to real action. Because in real life, Nazis are not looking for the lost ark or the crystal skull. They are violent agents of hate who are at our jobs and in our schools, in our homes. And the heroes who fight them are not Captain America or Rory Williams. It's people like the folks at the Southern Poverty Law Center. They are the real ones on the front lines. And we cannot do what they do, but we can do what we do for their benefit. And I urge you to go to their website, splcenter.org, to learn more about their mission. And now it is time for our mission. So, Jake, opening credits, please. Are we on?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because
it's delayed. It's delayed.
Oh, okay. So yeah, apparently while we were gone, sorry, hang on. Something's wrong with my screen over here. Just getting a little fixed. Okay, I'm back. Okay. We apparently unlocked the first $500 worth of tiers. Oh my God. Thank you so much, everybody. Wow. So y'all got the point of community determination now. You will start off with access to the top secret Jewish space laser. The after credit lore drops are open. Some player can now work a Shakespearean soliloquy anywhere they would like, starting right from the beginning. And the celebrity cameo is assured. The next tier is $750. If we get that, it opens up the raffle for the Caitlyn Avatar contest drawing. And yeah, oh my God, thank you so much, everybody. Wow, y'all work fast. So, previously on Power Play, we got a brief glimpse of a group of SS officers in 1945 Berlin meeting with one of their commanders, who we cast as Tim Roth, always a great bad guy. He discussed how the war was almost over and Hitler and indeed the whole Nazi way of life might be at an end. And then he said it was time to use their ultimate weapon. But his subordinates, who were very confused, said that they had not heard of any such weapon, at which point the commander sort of smirked at them and said it didn't matter that they knew, because the Allied powers knew, and they would be coming for it. And holy God, we're at $1,153 already.
Okay, I think for that, Rick, we have to show that scene. Everything is falling apart. What do? We don't know. Hitler is gone. How will we ever survive?
I believe it is time.
Yes, Commander Roth. What time is it?
Our ultimate weapon.
Oh, you don't mean the ultimate weapon?
No, not quite that ultimate.
Okay, because I was a little worried about that one. No, you're going to use that. There's going to be a problem. There might not be a Germany for us to come home to.
No, we don't want to unveil that ultimate weapon. No. You know, it's maybe if something totally unforeseen and unpredictable happens, if the Führer kills himself or something, but that would never happen. So yes. I think we are fine. We are fine.
Good. We are fine. Tell me when to stop laughing, because I'm just happy about this.
I probably would just let you go now for like the rest of the... Oh my God. And now we're at $1,600? I love you all so much.
Very
Thank you.
kind
I
people.
cannot. So that's the Caitlin Avatar raffle. Jake, what's the command to get in the Caitlin Avatar raffle?
I'll have one coming up very soon, and we'll go with it. Just give me 1 minute. I'm trying to keep up with chat.
Yeah. Oh my God. We will get that to you in a second. And Vampire Hunters of Port Ruby with Gina DeVivo. Gina, if you're watching, we'll talk dates. And Sam DeLev, you're gonna get to punch Hitler. So that just leaves oh my God, that just leaves the $2,000 Power Play Origins tier. And I'm
Remember what we said earlier about rails? We went off, we're back, we're so happy.
Oh my God, forget the rails. The train has now gone off a cliff and exploded and the cliff collapsed. It's
And
like
there were
We
Nazis
really
in
hate
the
trains.
train. There were Nazis in the train, and they're like, "Oh no, we're falling off a cliff."
honestly, I don't even know if I want to do the game. I think I just want to hear
Yes,
like
we
Darin
do.
do impression of dying Nazis for the next 3 hours, 4
They
hours.
gave
One and the
money.
same.
They gave money. It's very kind, so we're gonna have some fun tonight.
Oh my God, I love you people. This cause is so good and so important, and it's like, it's like this country's got a white supremacist problem, and thank you all for doing your part to fight back there. And with that, I'm going to try and keep my eye on this stuff out of the other corner of my eye. But there's a lot of eyes in that sentence, but my head is kind of swimming already. So let's just start on January 1st, 1945, in a small little town called Villemel, France. Simon Fripjecki, can you do me a favor? Describe yourself physically.
Sure, I'm a little bit of a scrawny sort of guy. I have hair that is slicked back like the madman with a bit too much pomade. I like to think there's a little bit of something to my face, but that is for other people to decide, not to me. Overall, unassuming. I do have a bit of the freckles, though. Too much sun.
Villemel, France is a small town about as far east of Paris as you can get without crossing the German border. And while the Allied forces have taken Paris at this point, this region is still under German control. And Simon, you are tied to a chair in a small stone jail cell. The door is solid steel. You can't see through it. And so you don't know exactly what is outside. You've been here for about 24 hours, and nobody has come to talk to you or feed you or do anything like that yet, until now. And the door opens, and an SS officer that you know as Captain Achleitner enters. And holy God, $2,000. We're over 2,000? Wow, 18 minutes. You did it in 18 minutes.
What are we supposed to feel?
I
'Cause I
did
have
it
so
in
many
a
feelings.
Jewish number.
Wow.
Good night, everybody. This was a blast. Auf Wiedersehen, as we say in a French town that's occupied by Germans.
I am miffed. I honestly, I thought I made way too many tears. Jake says we might be able to get some Roll20 codes out there for y'all. We're gonna look into that, and we will get back to you on that. I cannot. I got no words. Thank you so much, everybody. I do not often find myself at a loss for words. I am a writer, but right now I can barely string two of them together. So I'm
They
just gonna read
literally
here.
speed run our charity event.
Yeah, it's like I can't believe it. Thank you. I love you all so much. So yeah, Captain Leitner in my terrible broken German accent says, "Good evening, Simon."
Bonjour, ça va? How are you doing? You look stressed.
Oh no, I have excellent news for you. Your suffering is almost at an end. Your death sentence has been set by the High Command to be carried out tomorrow evening. Aren't you excited?
You know, it just doesn't doesn't feel like very convenient timing for me. I'll have to look at my calendar. We might have to reschedule. Will that be a problem?
You can see immediately he's a little perturbed by the fact that you do not seem afraid of him or bothered by this news. Well, if I was you, I would start preparing my last words right now. And he turns on his heels, kind of clicks them and walks out on you, slamming the iron door as we swoop over to London, England. London, England. Sorry, I'm now talking in Looney Tunes accents. London, England. Kipper Sweetletrot. Can you describe yourself physically?
Where do they find me?
You are selling sausages on a street corner in London.
What you're seeing right now is very tall individual in a very long trench coat and a big hat. Very, very tall. Certainly not surprisingly so.
And while you are hawking your sausages, two policemen come up behind you. Hey, what are you doing there, boy?
What do you mean, boy? I'm a grown man, very tall for my age. Would you care for a sausage, you vicious policeman?
They kind of look at each other. Oh, you're a grown man, are you?
Yes.
And one of them kind of reaches out and kind of like hits you on the shoulder.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I have fallen onto the ground and revealed that I am nothing but a small child.
Yeah, and when he falls on the ground from underneath his coat, this like giant goose kind of like flaps its wings and like, just runs down the sidewalk, which apparently he was standing on beneath that coat.
Yes, that's the goose as big as me.
and the cop goes, You got a license to stand on a goose?
Yes, I do, and I will show it now. I certainly wouldn't dash away, for I am the Dickensian Dasher, Kipper Sweetletrot, the boy with no name. Zoom!
And yeah, with a super speed blast, you just take off out of there. And we'll say that you shoot down to an alley outside of a building that let's say, this is where you live and you sleep. But before you get inside, you notice that there is a limousine waiting out front for you. And the window rolls down, and you find yourself looking at the face of Winston Churchill.
Kipper Sweetletrot, the Dickensian Dasher, the boy with no name, reporting for duty, Winston Churchill. For king and country, I am ready to fight the baddies.
And he takes a big drag on his fat cigar he's smoking and kind of looks at you and is, We need your help again, Kipper. The Americans, they're putting together a mission and they asked for my assistance. And I immediately thought of our Dickensian Dasher.
That's my name!
Yes, I know that. The details of the mission are classified, but I assure you it is of the utmost importance, and your king and your country would be extremely grateful for your, let's say, spirited intervention.
I will be happy to help, for you have made me have all of these powers that are beyond the ken of a normal urchin. Also, would you like to buy a sausage?
And he kind of like looks around. Yeah, I'll take 4. And as you start putting the sausages together for Mr. Churchill, we are going to zip all the way halfway across the world to California, a place called Montgomery Hill. Glider, can you describe yourself for me?
Sure, I am a barrel-chested gentleman of, I would say, probably average height. I mean, I don't judge people based off of height, so I'll just say I'm as tall as I am. And I'm standing at the top of a hill. My sort of slightly unkempt, wispy hair is blowing in the slight breeze as I'm looking out across to the opening of the San Francisco Bay.
Yeah, you are kind of doing your thing, checking wind patterns, and you kind of got aviator garb, right? So kind of.
I've got a pilot's jacket on and a scarf that always keeps me warm and also tells me what direction the wind is blowing in.
And while you're doing that, two uniformed U.S. Army officers come up behind you. One of them with a name tag reads Wallace.
Hello, gentlemen. Can I help you?
Are you Glider Montgomery?
At your service.
And he kind of looks you up and down. Well, what's with the getup? You some kind of aviator? I don't see
Some
a plane.
kind of aviator. Pardon?
I don't see a plane.
Oh, I mean, you don't dress this way to go into an airplane, friend. You dress this way when the wind is blowing.
The wind is blowing.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not a pilot.
Oh, well, I mean, I can fly a plane, but really what a plane does is it courses through the sky. So if anything, I would say that I'm dressed to be an observer.
Well, trust me, I know a lot about planes. I'm a huge fan of the Wright brothers. You know, they invented planes.
Well, that's actually not true, but...
What do you mean it's not true?
Well, the thing is, John Montgomery actually invented the term aeroplane and also invented the first non-assisted glider that worked. The Wright brothers took that credit after he passed away during a flight, unfortunately. And so the birth of flight in the United States of America is right here in Evergreen, California, and not on the other coast.
The two officers look at each other and kind of shrug, and one of them rolls his eyebrows. Oh my God, we're over $2,500.
Is that what they say?
Oh,
After they shrug when they're talking to Glider?
yeah. All right, we're gonna figure out a way to do some Roll20 stuff for you, and we'll announce that I think after the break, because I did not expect this to come up, much less come up 27 minutes into the game.
Rick, out of idle curiosity, how long have you been GMing charity streams?
A couple of
How many
years
years
now.
Yeah,
I mean,
almost 3 now, I would say.
I will be honest with you. I'm always surprised when anyone shows up for these things, much less actually donates money, you know. And it's like each time it is like I tell you, it's like I spent the last 2 days walking around with like my heart beating, like just like adrenaline nonstop, because I was like, oh no, it's all gonna be terrible. And it's like, I mean, y'all have never let us down once, and yeah, I guess I'm an idiot who just never learns. So yeah, if you think Rick's an idiot, just let us know in the chat. And
Everybody say nice things about Rick now. Go.
no, do not listen to them. So yeah, so those two government army guys look at each other and they kind of roll their eyes and listen. The government is putting together a mission, one that could stop the war dead in its tracks, and I've been authorized by the president to offer you whatever you want, for whatever reason, to secure your involvement.
Do you mind if I ask the specifics of what I would be doing in this mission?
I'll be honest with you. I can't tell you the mission objectives because I don't know them. That's way above my pay grade. But I can take you to the man who can tell you.
Well, let me put it this way. You said this involves the war?
Oh, yeah.
Would it involve, by any chance, punching Nazis?
And they look at each other. Seems likely.
Yeah, I hate those guys. What I would like is a nice cup of coffee, and gentlemen, I am at your service.
I think that can be arranged. And while they're arranging your coffee, we are going to zip slightly east to Las Vegas, Nevada. Leopold August, could you describe yourself physically?
Definitely not short. Definitely not short. I'm definitely not the height of Kipper. And if you mention it, hands will be thrown. She is of average height. Her hair makes her a little bit taller. It's all piled on top like a pineapple bun. She wears an elegant trench coat. Underneath, she has an emerald green dress with like beautiful bedazzled heeled shoes that never quite touch the ground. The robe and her dress are a little bit longer than her actual feet, but nobody can tell that she's just hovering just slightly off the ground at all times.
Ooh, love that. Yeah, and you are in a bar, a particularly rough one at that, and you have spent the entire night betting on arm wrestling competitions. Mm-hmm. You're sitting there, go over the top, and that kind of...
You waste of skin!
and everybody's cheering, and you've got your money right now. Your whole wad is riding on some big giant bodybuilder type with this long beard. And while you are watching and cheering for him, someone comes up behind you and Leopold August.
What? What do I owe you? Who are you?
And you turn to see two men in suits, and one of them says,
I don't have any money. I don't have anything.
"We're not here for your money."
Okay, then what are you here for?
We're with the OSS, and we've been sent to request your assistance on a top secret mission that, well, I don't really know many of the details, but I do believe will take you into Nazi territory in Germany.
1 second, hold on. Arnold, use your damn wrist. Okay.
You see that guy, and
What are you gonna pay me for this?
the satisfaction of serving your country.
Oh, come on. What else?
I tell you what, B, make a roll on your willpower. Oh, well, I got a 1, so you're gonna get this.
Okay. 8.
Okay. I guess we can cover your tab and your losses on this bet.
Loss? What do you? Damn it, Arnold! What did I? Okay, deal.
Yeah, and you turn and you see Arnold's just like fuming as it seems that he has lost when you turned your back. And he says, "Great, we've got a car outside." And as he's pointing, Arnold kind of fumes past you. And as he goes by, he pushes you. He's like, "Out of the way, shorty."
You did not. Can I flip a table, please?
Oh, yeah, I won't even make you roll for that.
Okay. Drinks and whatever people were eating, chips and food go flying. I don't know who you're talking to, Arnold, but you are the worst arm wrestler ever.
And Arnold turns and he makes an angry face, but then the OSS guys like flash their badges, and Arnold is sort of like, yeah. And then he just like turns and runs into the men's room.
Yeah, that's right, Arnold. You run.
That's perfect. On that, we are going to go a little further east to our typical stomping grounds, Port Ruby. Maggie Doyle, please describe yourself for the good people.
Yeah, so Maggie is probably about average height. She's very lithe, pretty thin. She kind of has like pretty bad posture in general, but she has short, like bright red hair that kind of maybe would only be to her chin. She keeps it behind her ears, tucked back. She wears a hat, and she's very freckly, bright green eyes.
Perfect. Maggie, you have been active as a very low-key vigilante in Port Ruby for a little while now. And while the criminal underworld has started to whisper about you, the media and the general public have not taken notice. And right now, you are in a parking lot up in Riften, finishing off two gangsters who you caught collecting protection money from local businesses. And they are both armed with Tommy guns. And those Tommy guns are kind of down now. And one of them looks over at you and says, "Hey, so you're that vigilante?"
I suppose. Who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah.
I'm the guy who's going to be the boss of this neighborhood soon. And I tell you, I don't believe in no magic metal ladies. And he picks up his Tommy gun, and you see his fingers start to squeeze on the trigger.
Maggie just holds her hand straight out. It's not going anywhere.
Hey, what the? And his trigger's not moving. It's jammed. And he kind of wicks it back, and he tries to throw it at you.
She's gonna make it so that she can catch it fully. No matter what that arc was gonna be, she's gonna catch it.
Yeah, that gun just zips right to your hand, Magneto style. You pull that metal right to you. And the gangsters, hey, that's not natural. You're some kind of a freak or something.
That's not very nice. And she's gonna pull the other gun.
And the other gun just goes zipping right towards you. And the two gangsters, they turn and just run as fast as they can.
It's not fun when they run. And I'm gonna try to find see if there's where did you say we're in where were we at?
Parking lot.
Oh, can I just pull a car out in front of them so they both just ream themselves directly into the side of a vehicle?
Yeah, I won't even make you roll for that. You just kind of, and they just boom fall right into the side of the car. It knocks them right over, and they go flat out unconscious. And then from behind you, you hear some footsteps, and you hear a voice, Maggie Doyle.
And I'll turn around and say, "Who's asking?"
Is that you under that mask? And we're with the government. And he pulls out an OSS badge.
I don't like that. And she's gonna try to take it to look at it really close. Will he let her take it?
Don't worry. You're not in any trouble. In fact, we're the ones who are in trouble. We need your help. Government is putting together a mission, and we would love the chance to tell you all about it.
What's the catch?
No catch. Well,
That sounds fishy.
it'll probably be dangerous, but again, I'm not the guy with the details. You want to come?
She kind of does a drawn out for longer than necessary. She's already made up her mind, but she's gonna hold it for a second. She goes, "Yeah, okay. When do we start?"
We leave right now. And bum 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 bum. We are on a military base somewhere in England, and Kipper, Leopold, Glider, and Maggie, the four of you, find yourself in a briefing room together where you have all been escorted by the people who brought you here. And for the first time, you meet.
My feet are on the desk for sure.
Greetings, friends.
Hi.
Who said we were friends?
Oh, apologies. My name's Glider Montgomery. How about the rest of you?
Maggie Doyle. Nice to meet you. And she's gonna hold her hand down.
At your service. Glider shakes.
Are we friends? Or are we not friends? Now I'm frightened, for I am but a small child, Kipper Sweetle-Trot by name, the Dickensian Dasher, the boy with no name.
So we all agree that kid is definitely a spy, right?
I think he's cool.
What?
How's it going?
Hello, I'm here on behalf of King George and Winston Churchill. And are you here from the OSS, the Official Song Society? Or that is what I believe it stands for.
I can't sing.
Oh,
I also can't sing, but that would be cool if we were. I'm from the United States, over on the East Coast.
perhaps it's the Official Shakespeare Society.
Ooh.
That's
You like
what we
Shakespeare?
do in England. Oh, I do. When I was but a lad, a year ago, for I am still a lad.
You are still a lad.
Thank you for noticing. Many people don't, for I am very small and have a very large hat. They would read to me the stories of William Shakespeare, and there was one that meant a lot. When the king who's bad, his wife has been killed, and then somebody comes over and says, hey, your wife died, and he goes, oh, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day till the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have but lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, brief candle, life is but a walking shadow, a poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard from no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. That's from a Shakespeare thing that I was told. And then when we were done, I said, please, sir, can I have some more? For I am the Dickensian Dasher, Kipper Sweetle-Trot.
But God, I thought it was...
Boy with no name.
That alone was worth $2,600.
I love you, Darin De Paul. You're
Who
so
is
cool.
that? I don't know who that person is. Wait, my mind is frightened, for I am but a small child.
Are we all taking this child seriously?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty good.
I
Sounds
am.
like a serious actor.
Not a bunch of words that didn't make any sense.
It's English.
I would like to look at. We're on a British military base. Is that right? And
Yeah.
I would like to look at any of the British military officials or officers that are there, and I would like to say, "Hey, do you happen to have some candy for that kid?"
Ooh.
And there's just sort of an MP guarding the door, and he sort of looks at you and he's like, "No."
MP, does that stand for Mr. Polite? I'll take some candy, please.
Don't give the kid candy. Don't do it.
I think he performed really well. That was really good. I think that deserves candy.
You don't have
No.
any candy on this base anywhere.
No.
Oh, now he
Well-
just got his hopes up.
Wartime rationing.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
okay. Having my hopes dashed is something that I am used to, for I am an urchin and have never had happiness except for this large goose that was as big as me. And now he is gone, and I am alone, except for you and my burning desire to beat up baddies of the Nazi persuasion.
Finally, you're saying something right. Ugh.
Thank you. You're very nice.
I love this kid. I think this kid deserves something. Is there any paper around, Rick?
Yeah, sure.
I would like to fold up a little paper goose.
What?
Make a coordination roll to test your origami skills.
Okay. Here we go. Let's see. Is there anything I can add to that? Nope. Okay. 8.
Sorry, I'm just reading another message. 8. Yeah, okay. You make an actual an actually pretty good goose because I only rolled 2. So yeah, you're
Hey, friend, the child with no name. I'm so sorry about your missing goose. So how about you take this one? You can put it in your pocket, and that goose, it's not going anywhere.
Thank you. Oh, joy. Oh, happiness. I shall call it Leopold, my favorite name in the whole wide world. If only I had a name, for I am merely the Dickensian Dasher, Kipper Sweetheart, the boy with no name, I would call it Leopold. Go
Hey,
into
kid.
my pocket, Leopold.
How about a silver pence for that goose there?
Wow, riches are coming from the heavens, as if they are Nazis ready to be punched. Are you buying my goose from me?
Yes, I'm gonna buy it and then I'm gonna rip it up in front of you.
Okay, that is what happens in London to small children. We have many of our hopes and dreams ripped up, sometimes by Nazis. Here you have. This goose is for you.
Okay, this coin is for you. It's thank you, and I'm gonna rip up the goose.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Leopold, my only friend in the world. Now you have disappeared like every dream I've ever had in my 10 years of life. Oh, wonderful.
So our pals at Dark Horse, seeing how everything has taken off so quickly, are going to throw in some more prizes for us. After I will announce that second one after the break. Thank you, Kara. Thank you, everybody, and we'll roll out the Roll20 stuff and the Dark Horse stuff after we get to the break. God, thank you so much, everybody. I can't believe this. And yeah, right on that, there's like a little knock on the door, and the MP kind of moves to the side, and the door opens. And a man in a suit walks in. If I was casting him, I would say he's a young Michael Douglas. And he stands before you and looks you over, and he says, "Hi, my name is classified, but you can call me David. I work..."
Why didn't you just start with that? You could have just told us your name was David. We would have never known the difference. Now I want to know what your real name is.
Well, I'm not telling you.
Like, no, I'm just saying, just start with David next time. Makes it easier for everybody.
Well, I didn't want you to think it was my real name. Would you just...
I'm listening. I'm good.
I work for a government agency that you have not heard of.
So you don't have a name, like someone I'm familiar with, and you work for an agency without a name. This is starting very well, David.
Well, I'm going to explain, everybody. Please, just Give me a moment here.
I mean, if you want to kick the kid out, I can help you.
Nobody's kicking anybody out.
Oh, no. I was looking for a good kick. That's what urchins like.
And he takes a deep breath and then he says, I work for an agency that provides for America's extra normal defense, and our operatives are known as Agents of End. And as of this moment, the four of you are being given the chance to become Agents of End. It's a long, proud tradition, and the world badly needs your help. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Every phase of this mission is incredibly dangerous, and not all of you might come back. But I assure you, the threat we will be addressing is far more dangerous to far more people than what you'll be facing. So I need to know now, even on this sparsity of details, are you in? And can I count on you?
You mean like use us as an abacus?
How much money you got in your pocket?
Why?
I'll say yes if you give me what you got in your wallet.
Kind of like pats his down and he pulls it out and he's got, well, I have 2 English pounds and what is this one? I'm not good with these English coins. Here, you can have it.
Deal. Thanks.
I mean, that's a good point. Is this like a paid job? Is this like an internship? Like, what's it? Because like, if I'm gonna be doing stuff, I'll probably want to like, you know, quit my secretary job, and so like, I need another source of income. Is this like a give and take situation?
No, this is a chance to serve your country and maybe save the world.
Okay.
I made 2 pounds off it. It seems all right.
I would be happy to join if only someone would kick me. For as an urchin, I get paid in kicks.
Oh my God, Kipper! I'm gonna slam like one of the 2 pounds down. This is yours if you never talk about kicking again.
Very well. I will never speak about again.
And the MP kind of like takes a step towards you, and David's like,
So
Now-
we're going to face some dangerous high-flying adventures, is that correct?
yeah. I can't quite give you the details just yet, but I can promise you, you will not be harming anybody but Nazis, and you are welcome to harm as many of them as you would like.
You should have led with that once again. I'm in. That's fully down.
Good. This mission is going to require intricate teamwork, and I cannot send you until I am satisfied that you will be able to work as a team at the level required. So, I'm going to be taking you on a little practice mission first. To France. And on that, we get one of those like Indiana Jones maps that shows your travel. You are taken by boat from England to the coast of Belgium, which was liberated just a few months earlier. And from that point, you are loaded onto the back of a truck and driven to the border of France by Allied soldiers. And I don't know, anything you want to talk about while you're in transit or in travel? Anything you good?
So, how did you all end up here?
I was approached and asked very nicely.
I came on the orders of Winston, Churchill, and King George. For I am a loyal subject of the crown in England.
Of the crayon? You have crayons in England that you serve?
Oh, yes. Yeah, they're brightly coloured. And we serve them to people and say, would you care for a crown?
All the
And they
more
will-
reason I don't think like London, England is real.
There are many days when I don't think it is real as well, especially when people use their leg to do something that I will not discuss. For I have made a promise to my best friend in the entire world, that's you, by the way, that I would not discuss these things. And now I will hug you very quickly. That was lovely.
That was terrible.
Friendship is beautiful.
We're getting along swimmingly. Why don't I grab us a round of some beverages or something like that? I'm going to get myself a coffee. Would anyone like anything?
Get me a beer.
I'll take
Okay.
a coffee.
I will
Okay.
take sorrow, please. A large mug of sorrow, for that is what urchins have.
Would you settle for an apple juice?
Oh, yes, that would be lovely. I've never had something so amazing before. The juice of an apple. Oh, bring it to me. I like your scarf, by the way. When I grow up, I hope to be as dashing and heroic as you.
Thank you. That just made, and I'm just chuckling to myself as I walk towards the drink area. That just made my I loved that.
Yeah, and the drink area is like a bucket of water. As David's like, we don't bring coffee on top secret missions.
Okay, I come back with 4 waters.
Oh, good! A cup of sorrow, just like I had originally wanted.
Now,
we have to get more on your level. You've you kind of saw that one coming, didn't you?
If you bend down a bit, you'd be on my level. I'm right on the level with Leopold, for we share a similar stature.
I'm sorry. You think that we're the same height?
Yes.
What in the entire universe would make you think that?
The laws of science?
No. Now, if you don't want to get thrown out that door, you will not mention my height again.
Okay, so I'm adding it to the list of things I do not talk to you about.
We might become friends yet, little Kip. What was your name? You had no name. It's fine.
Yes,
I'm not going to call you by your name.
I am the Dickensian Dasher, Kipper Sweetletrot, the boy with no name.
Okay.
I did not have a name when I was born, and these names were given to me.
And David just like puts his foot down, and he's like, "Okay, you are giving me a headache. Let's get a little on mission here, people. Why don't we go around the team and start learning about what our teammates can do here? Why don't we start with Leopold? Let us know what your special abilities are."
Well, and I'll stand up, but and I'll lift up my dress, and again, my feet don't touch the ground. I just kind of fly all the time, and I can kind of control the wind. It bends its powers to me because I am so very powerful. Oh, plus telepathy. Questions? I won't answer them.
Maggie? Sorry.
Hi.
Do you want?
No, I think that, okay, Glider, just so everyone knows, Glider is standing in the back, just like fully in shock and speechless. And so throughout everything, he's kind of making squeaky little noises to try to speak. It's going to take him a little while to process what he just heard.
So I take it we're all like cool. Well, I mean, I guess I always assumed that it wasn't one of a kind because one of a kind doesn't really, I don't think, what are the chances? Well, that's cool though. I never met anybody else who can do stuff. And she's going to kind of like look around and be like, I can do, and she'll go, oh, and she'll pull her earrings, which are clip-ons, off of her ears with just like without touching, and they'll kind of like float in front of her. She's like, metal stuff? I don't really, we're in a plane and I don't want to do it. Yeah, and she'll come back on.
You're actually in a truck.
Oh, we're in a truck. Oh, I thought we were flying somewhere.
Oh, I thought we were in a plane for some reason too.
Yeah, no, you went from a boat to a truck. Sorry,
Got it.
maybe I read that too fast.
We're
slow down.
We're moving. We're on, in a big metal thing. So little, small demonstration. Cool though.
Maggie controls magnetism quite effectively. What about you, Sweetletrot?
I will show you. I jump out of the truck. Zoom! Zip! I come back in the truck. Zoom! I have returned with croissants for everyone, for I am very fast. I did not steal them. Maybe I did. That is for you to learn.
Sweetletrot can move as fast as one of those newfangled jets that they've made. I expect that will be useful. Montgomery?
I wind down the window, and which I guess is a crank, right? Yeah. And so I crank down the window, and I kind of lean my head out a little bit, and I'm just feeling the breeze against my face. And I kind of whisper, okay, let's show them. And I pull a little like wood glider out of my pocket that kind of like clicks into place and its wings now are set. And I hold it out into the wind and I whisper, go. And the glider starts to fly alongside the truck and then does like a flip and then just comes back into my palm.
That's pretty
Glider.
cool.
Glider controls the wind in a completely different way than Leopold does.
I mean, that was kind of sad, if we're all being honest.
In what way, friend?
There wasn't even a tornado.
Oh, I can't create wind-based events. All I simply do is listen to the wind and ask favors of the wind.
Mm. You might be useful to me.
I look forward to it.
So you're saying that the answers are blowing in the wind? You're not one of those hippie types, are you, Glider?
Me, I am an innovator. But aside from that, I don't prefer labels. So that's as far as I go down that road.
And the truck continues down the road, and eventually you make it to the border of France, where you are met by agents of the French resistance who escort you into this far eastern part of France that is still occupied by the Germans. And they help all of you make your way to Villemelle, France. And you find yourself in the town of Villemelle. It is, not quite, it's a little bigger than a village. It's not quite a city. And David walks you through, kind of giving you the penny tour. And he eventually takes you to a spot, and he looks up at a building that is at the top of a hill. And he says, that is a prison. And somewhere inside that prison, an agent of the French resistance named Simon Fripjecki is being held as a prisoner. Now, he is a nasty criminal type, but he has been invaluable to the cause. So, I want the four of you to go in, find Simon, and extract him. The catch is, we can't give away the nature of our team. So stealth is of paramount importance, and you absolutely cannot let anyone see you use your powers. Now, that being said, if someone does see you use your powers, they can't live to tell the tale. Understood? Great. Well, I'm going to go to that little cafe on the corner there and have myself coffee and croissants. And if you survive this, I'll see you there. And he turns and saunters down the street.
Well, he's very dramatic, isn't he?
Yeah. So all we're doing is just heading up there, grabbing a friend and coming back down. Is that right?
I guess so. We got does anyone have experience breaking and entering prisons?
Homes? Never really a prison.
No, I have not done such, but perhaps no one will suspect it, for I am but a small child.
That's true. I can pick locks, but that can only get us so far.
I mean, I break windows really, really well.
Don't know if windows are gonna be the biggest thing standing in our way in a prison, but useful skill. Useful skill. I think we're heading up that way, probably walking and doing a good walk and talk.
Does anyone have any uniforms of a German prison guard nature?
I know some folks who would. The prison guards at the front. If we go up there and have a little chat with them and maybe pull them to the side, we can just slip those right on.
An excellent plan.
There you go.
I love this plan. I'm sorry to interrupt for just a second. So a couple of quick things. If you want to get into the raffle for the Caitlin avatar, that command is Command Avatar. The cool kind of avatar.
Last
not-
Artbender, yes.
Yes, airbender, yeah. And thanks to B and the cool folks at B20.
I mean, I do like
Yes.
B20. I'm
Yes.
a big fan of that, but roll 20.
Roll 20. Oh my God. Yeah, I know how to read. If by some miracle by the end of this game, if we get all the way up to $5,000, and it might not happen, but if we do, Roll 20 is we're gonna give away a code for a year of pro. Year of pro level Roll 20, which
Get all the compendiums, all the maps and stuff, all the
Dang.
tokens, all the games, all the cool stuff.
yeah, it's actually a huge prize. Thank you so much to everyone at Roll 20 and B for making that possible. So yeah, if you want to get into the Caitlin raffle, it's Command Avatar, and if we get to $5,000, we will give away that promo code for the Roll 20 Gold, and then after the break, I'm gonna tell you about the second Hellboy prizes. That being said, oh yeah, also I'm gonna retcon in a quick detail. Before David walked away, he said to you, and by the way, if you get into a lot of trouble. And he holds out this little black box that has a red button in the middle. This activates a top secret Jewish space laser that will rain laser death down on whatever target you choose. You can use it anytime for any reason. Who would like to be in charge of this? Not
Oh,
you,
I will
Sweet
press that
Neutron.
immediately. Don't give that to me.
Could we just use it on Hitler now and end this bloody war?
Oh, wow, that's smart.
Thank you, best friend in the entire world.
Oh, don't. I don't know you.
Okay.
Not-
I'm
not-
Peter Sweetotron, the Dickensian teacher, the boy with no name. We met several times. I hugged you. You
I
messed
don't
up my
remember.
goose. Oh,
Unfortunately, we don't know where Hitler is at the moment, so we will work on that. But for now, consider it backup in case you get in a ton of trouble. And he passes it off to Maggie.
What's it made out of?
Plastics.
Plastic? It is plastics. Okay. cool.
Yeah.
I'm just checking.
There's a real future in these plastics.
Annoying for me, but I'll take it.
And then he sauntered away to go get his croissant. So I believe you were planning to steal German uniforms.
Yeah, so how does that sound to everybody? We come up with some sort of distraction and then just knock out the guards and take their uniforms.
Sure. How many guards can we find? Can we see anything from down where we're at? Like, as we make our way, can we see any for scanning?
Tell you what, everyone make an intellect roll. Just let me
Okay.
know what you get.
5. Let's see what happens here. Okay, 10.
10.
7.
6.
Okay. From where you are, and you all get credited with this, the building is 2 stories. Like I said, it's at the top of the hill. The hill is, not crazy steep, but it is a pronounced hill. It has a long kind of circular driveway that goes in the front of the building. And there are several SS vehicles parked in that driveway, military jeeps, that kind of stuff. You can see from where you are that there are 2 guards at the main entrance. They look like, German army or low-level SS. And there are windows about every, 10 or 15 feet along that first floor. That's about what you can see from where you're at.
Okay, I think the game here will be to get the guards away from the front entrance and those windows.
so perhaps we need a distraction. Is that what you are saying?
Yes, exactly, friend. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Like a small child asking for a tour of a prison.
You think they go for it?
I've heard tell of Germans that do enjoy that sort of thing. Perhaps we should give it a try.
It's the best idea we've got so far.
And I had it! Hurroo! I can't say hooray because I can't afford the Y.
Well, we'll stick with Haru for the following mission.
Hurroo indeed, friends!
All right, so you'll run up and you'll talk to them for a little bit, and then we will come in from the sides, I suppose.
And while you are walking up the driveway inside the prison, Simon, you are in your cell, and the door opens, and there's Captain Achleitner, and he looks at you and he smiles. It is time.
For my steak frites, I've been waiting.
No, it is time for you to meet your maker.
The service in this hotel is terrible.
Enough! And he gets 2 guards, and they kind of come in and they pull you up out of the chair, unlocking you, and one of them puts like a bag over your head, and they cuff your hands like behind your back. And are you scared yet?
Simon says take those handcuffs off me.
Make a power roll on your telepathy. No, sorry, you're not telepathy. It's called mind
Simon
control.
does. Yes.
Ooh,
Oh, me too.
what
12.
did you get? What was it?
12.
Well, 12?
Yes.
No, that'll get the job done. And Achleitner stops, and then he just kind of reaches for the keys from the one of the guards, and the guard is just like, sir, and Achleitner ignores him and starts just opening up your cuffs, and the guards are like, sir, and he's get out. He starts like yelling at him in German, which I don't know, but we'll try and imitate the cadence of briefly. And
Go away.
And the 2 guards look very confused as Achleitner takes the cuffs off you and throws them on the ground. What are you doing to me?
I am not doing anything. We are going for the steak frites, yes? At the diner? Simon says, all of you, walk with me.
And yeah, just like oh, know what? You got to make another mind control roll to get the.
It's a different Simon says.
Yep.
15.
All 3 of them now just kind of zombie out a little bit and start, falling in behind you. Where are you taking us?
Oh, you're escorting me out, no?
I feel like I need your strength.
Come. We
And
move.
you walk into the hall, and the guards follow you. And as you start walking down, you see, it's a row of cells, and all the other ones are empty except yours. And this whole hall is lined with guards, as they apparently considered you a very high-value target. And as you are making your way down the hall, we go back outside. What are y'all doing now?
We're sending a child to go talk to the 2 guards at the front for a tour of the prison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Kipper, when you get to that front door, there are just 2 SS guards standing at full attention, looking, very rigid.
And I remove the small chain that I have around my neck. The chain I forged in life. And I say, hello, would you like to buy a chain?
And the 2 guards look at each other, and then one of them looks at you. I tell you what, actually, Darin, make a roll on your willpower real fast.
Okay. I have a 5.
Total 5?
It says yes.
Oh,
my
5 plus
willpower is
56.
5, and I have a 5, so that's 10.
10. Okay. All right, that's a minor success. And the guards, they don't immediately react and swoop you up or anything. They're a little puzzled, and one of them, where did you come from, little boy?
Well, I am but an orphan. Originally, I heard I came from my mother, but she has since died, and I never met her. It is a sad tale, which I shall relate to you now. A long time ago...
Wait. No, I mean, what are you doing here? No, wait,
I
that's
wanted
British.
to see the prison. For I have never seen the inside of a German prison, only the inside of an English prison, which I hear are very, very inferior to your excellently built German ones.
Make a willpower roll.
Another 10.
Another. Oh, wow. Okay. Your English prisons are a joke.
And a good joke it is, indeed.
Going to show you what the real prison looks like. Come with me, little boy.
I will, Governor. I shall come with you. Will you take my hand?
And he extends his hand to you.
Maggie was. Is this where we knocked them out, or what's the follow up here? He got further than we I think planned.
Yeah, I think they're fully distracted. Shall we make our move now?
Let's do it.
The guards sort of turn
la,
to take him in, and one of them starts
singing.
unlocking the front.
Unlocking the prison, singing the prison song. Unlocking the prison, I'll be in before long. Unlock the prison so I can see you tied. Unlock the prison so I can hide in the prison.
I would like the key to get stuck, like it doesn't turn all the way, just so that they have something to focus on.
Make a power roll.
Okay. 12.
That's enough. Yeah, and the guards just
so like it stopped halfway, just so that they get kind of focused on
he
something else.
starts pulling on it and pushing on it. The other one's like, "You gotta jiggle it. You gotta." And while they're kind of arguing over it, they are clearly a little distracted now.
And Maggie will just like gesture towards to her friends towards the guards.
Yeah, that thing. They can be a little tricky. I want to say out loud behind the guards.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and the guard spins around.
And as I would like to just send a punch. I want to punch through. I believe Sam gave me this advice one time with punching Nazis. Is that you want to punch through the face? Is that correct, Sam? Thank you.
Yeah, it's how you guarantee the follow through. You get enough force. You don't want to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And as I'm doing that, I would like sort of my jacket to flap a little bit because there's actually a breeze that's coming with me that is carrying my fist forward.
Oh, so you're using your power here.
Mhm.
Okay. So roll this on your power, and we're going to give you the benefit of the surprise attack since he was distracted.
Great.
So you just get this punch.
Okay. And then just to remind me really quickly for the ability behind a punch, that is prowess, correct?
Yep.
Great. And then I've also got martial arts. So I'm going to add that. So let me quickly do a little bit of maths here, folks. 3, 7. Great. That's a 16.
Oh my God. 16. That's a massive success, which is like a slam outcome in this game. So it's like he turns around and this is like one of those super solid, like Indiana Jones just sends the whole guy flying backwards and his head smashes into the door that's right behind him and he just falls to the ground. There's still one guard though. So the rest of you got to roll initiative.
I was gonna say, was the door made of metal? So I would try to stop it from making a loud sound, if at all possible.
Is the door made of metal? I'm going to say
Not a prison?
no. It's a heavy wooden door right
Okay,
now.
never mind then. No worries.
But roll initiative, Darin. That is your coordination.
11.
11.
11 also.
11.
13.
13.
Woohoo. Hooroo.
Omar.
Oh, sorry. I thought because I went, here we go. That's going to be an 8.
8. Okay, so between let's see who's got the higher. Okay, so it's going to be who got the 13? B got the 13. So it's going to be Leopold, and then Kipper, and then Maggie, and then Glider. But there is only one guard. So Leopold.
I am going to undo the tie around my my jacket, let it slide off. So I'm just dazzling in my emerald green dress, and you can see that I am actually hovering off the ground now. And I'm gonna hover closer a little bit. You are a waste of skin, and I want to create a tornado and fling them as far away as possible. I want to yeet them really.
Make a power roll.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is he? I guess this would be close.
Not that great. It's an 8.
That is a minor success. So it's you are sort of so kind of jacked up with excitement for this. Let's say your concentration is a little bit off or something, and you make that tornado and it picks him up, but instead of like flinging him off into the distance, it just kind of like flings him into like down that hill, and he kind of rolls all the way down the hill like and about halfway he stops down the hill, and he, let's see, minor success. What is your strength?
It's not good. It's like 5. 4.
5. Oh no, wait, but this is a power roll. So
It's a
your
power
power,
roll,
yeah, your
power.
power is what?
3.
3. Okay. Okay. So you take some damage off him from that roll down the hill, but he is still up, and he does not go yet. Now it is Kipper's turn.
Now, question, you said we can't use our powers, or we can use our powers?
You can, but if you're seen using your powers, you have to, your orders are to eliminate anyone who might see you.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to zoom over to him using my speed power and look at him and say, "It was the best of times. It was the worst of times for Nazis." And then hit him with my little chain, the chain I forged in life.
Okay. Yeah. Your speed power just works automatically for that movement, and we'll use your strength for your chain, so like as a weapon, and we'll say that it's a. What is your strength again?
It's a 4.
It's 4. You know what? The chain's made of metal though, so I think metal weapons get 5, right, Sam? Is that right? Yeah, 5. So just add 5 to whatever you get.
An 8.
8. Oh my God. So yeah, you just whip the chain and it just cracks him across the head. And you just hear like, it is like one of those scary kind of like crack sounds. And he just kind of freezes and then just falls backwards and tumbles the rest of the way down the hill. And then
You will be visited by 3 ghosts.
He can't hear you anymore. And yeah, now the guards are down now, and
We only have 1 uniform.
you got 2 uniforms, right? 2 guards.
Isn't he gone? Is he?
We just gotta go get him.
We just
Oh,
gotta
well,
go.
if you want to go down the hill and get him, yeah.
Yeah.
Kipper, be a dear. Go grab that body, would you?
Yes, indeed, friend, and I shall keep Christmas in my heart today and every day hereafter. Merry Christmas and God bless us, everyone, especially my friend Leopold. Bye. Zoom.
Yeah, and that movement is free for you. So we'll say, yeah, you zip down the thing and come back in just a blink of an eye. He's got the uniform back. So now you've got these 2 uniforms. We'll say, well, okay. Actually, I should ask you this: are you just standing in front of the building doing this, or are you going to try and?
You probably should have got off to the side, like get away out of sight if there's a patch of trees or like a half wall or like.
Tell you what, all 4 of you make a coordination roll and tell me what you get.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, 12.
10.
10.
11.
Okay, yeah, no. You all make it around the side of the building, no problem. Nobody saw any of this stuff that happened. They really rely on those guards. No one's watching from inside. So you are now, hidden off to the side here. And I'll also say that from where you are, you can see that those windows kind of continue all the way around the building. And now that you're a little closer to one, you can see in the window that, it looks pretty busy inside. There are a lot of SS in there just kind of roaming around doing business stuff. So who's putting on these uniforms?
Leopold will take one look at the uniforms and then just throw it away to somebody else. They're not my style.
If only I had a goose to stand on, it would be perfect for me. Alas, I am short 1 goose.
You're what?
This is a disguise. Normally, I stand up on a goose to enact a
Oh,
larger
you were talking
person.
about the goose. I thought you were calling me short. No, carry on.
No. I was told there is a list that I have written down on my hand, for I cannot afford paper. It says things that I am not allowed to say to you. 1, not going to say it. 2, not going to say it. God bless us, everyone.
Okay, uniforms. And she's gonna look over Glider and Maggie.
Guess it's you and me.
All
Let's do
right.
it. Will this fit me?
We'll say it's close enough. Maybe like a little baggy on you.
I'll roll up the sleeves just like a little bit. It's fine.
Okay, can I do this, Rick? Can I whisper to the breeze to kind of like puff up Maggie's like wherever it's like baggy and hanging off to just like fill in like the muscle but with air?
Make a power roll.
Okay. All right, that comes out to a. Let me see if there's anything I can add to that. No, that's a 7.
Well, I nerfed that roll, so yeah. What do you say? What do you say to the wind, Glider?
You know, we could use a little bit of help with these outfits if you don't mind, with my friend Maggie over here.
And suddenly you hear like the leaves in the trees rustle a little bit, and the wind picks up, and Maggie, your the uniform you've put on suddenly inflates like as if it's filled out with a person.
She goes, huh? Oh, huh? That's
Oh
pretty good.
yeah,
That's a neat trick. I like that. Too bad I can't actually throw a punch, but that's okay. Maybe I'll be imposing enough. Huh? Do I look imposing? She's no.
That will deflate when I have to use my powers for something else.
That's cool. At that point, I don't think it'll matter.
Good point.
Okay.
So we are escorting these two
Yes.
inside?
Can we pretend that we've arrested them and we're taking them inside the prison?
I don't know if we know arresting protocol, but these two guys were willing to give him a tour, so
Yeah, that's a
we
great
could
point.
do that.
All right. Would you two like a tour of this French prison?
Fine.
Jawohl, mein Herr.
Thought you were going to do the old Wookiee prisoner gag there, but this
Right.
works too.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess we go to the door with our two tourists.
Where the
And
king
when,
is theoretically still in the lock to be unlocked.
yeah, and I assume you allow it to be unlocked now.
Mhm.
And I won't make you roll for that, obviously. You open the door, and you open it very slowly, and it kind of creaks open. And when you kind of look inside, it's one of those things where it's like, it's the first floor of like a busy kind of office, and it's just filled with SS guys who got papers, and they're talking to each other, and they all kind of stop and turn towards the door as you enter, and they're all just kind of like now staring silently at you.
This is the best birthday present ever. A tour of a prison.
Make a willpower roll, Darin.
9.
9. Okay, see, that is what we call a marginal success, which means your effort may fail or just barely succeed. So what I would say is a couple of them kind of nod and go back, but the others just stare at you. And
Can I roll like a pen off someone's desk and make a loud sound from the other side, like just like something that someone could have like elbowed like a metal mug off or something, just to get people's attention elsewhere, so we can move through this room very quickly.
well, it is probably a hair late for that, because
That's
his
fair.
failure has drawn everyone's attention. And what I would say is, Simon, you are about halfway down that hallway when you hear the alarm go off. It's like one of those old like dingy, kind of bell alarms. And yeah, all of a sudden, the SS guards in the hallway, the ones who you have not put under mind control, all start reaching for their weapons and, kind of looking around and covering the hallway.
You. Simon says punch them out. I point them toward the ones who are pulling out their guns.
Make a mind control roll for all three, because you have burst, right? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's mind control with a burst power, so they can mind control everyone within the area of effect.
Well, because that's how Simon Says works. I had to follow the rules. 14.
14?
You like this tonight, Rick?
Okay, well, Captain Achleiter and his 2 guards just pull out their Lugers and they start punching and shooting, and suddenly the hallway erupts in just an orgy of Nazi on Nazi violence. The other Nazis in the hallway do not understand what is going on, so they have no idea who to attack back or not. And, one of them, it's a captain, and he kind of tries to, do the Sieg Heil thing, and the captain just shoots him right through the hand. And you 4 downstairs suddenly hear all this gunfire starting to go off somewhere on the 2nd floor. At that moment...
Give me time to get my coat before I leave.
I wanted to make sure I got my coat.
I'll say while they're doing their thing, you've got the time to calmly walk back, put your coat on, kind of, fluff the lapels, fix your...
I paid a lot of money for this.
Now downstairs, the guards and you start hearing the gunfire, and so those other guards start going for their guns. And freeze, freeze, Achtung, Achtung.
And us, dang.
We should
Down,
probably
down.
we should probably go upstairs.
Get down!
I'm saying us in charge of the prison should probably go. Something's going on up there.
Make a willpower roll.
Okay.
I'm going to have a very high threshold on this because you've already blown it. So I don't know if you can get this back.
13.
It's pretty high, but I am. So you
There's
confused.
no way, Rick. Yeah, it's.
There are a couple of guards who are a little confused, and maybe that gives you the jump on them. But y'all got to roll initiative.
Jeez. We thought we were doing so good too, huh? Well, that's okay.
It was a perfect plan. Okay,
Oh,
11.
boy.
11.
14.
6.
10.
Okay, and the guard got 8.
Initiative is plus what?
Coordination.
Oh, well then.
Yeah, you should have.
12. 12.
12.
I do not know how to work things, for I am but a small child.
Not bad. Okay, then. It's Caitlin, Darin, Omar, B, and the guards go last. Their role represents all of the guards. So, Maggie.
Man, I hate guns. And I just I don't know how many I can do at once, but anyone who's got a gun pointed at us, I would like it to either misfire when they try to use it, or just be jammed, or I would like to bust some guns.
Okay, I'm going to set a number. I'm going to say there are 10 guards here that you're facing. Why don't you make a power roll for me?
Okay.
But, let's see. No, make a power roll for me. I was going to throw a trouble at you, but...
So, I have tinkering because once she found out she could do all of this weird metal stuff, she started pulling things apart so she could understand how they worked. Could I add that to this? Because I'm trying to make something not work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that.
Oh, boy. I can do math. Oh, boy. Can I do math? 14.
14.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a major success, though. So what I'll say is, yeah, those guns suddenly you want to like pull them apart. That's what you were trying to do.
Just from an internal standpoint. So when they go to use them, nothing will happen, or they will like fire wrong or something. Like she's not even moving. Like she's just still has her arms crossed, is like looking at them and is like, God, y'all are foolish. And is just from the internally is going to break all of them, as many as she can, so that when they go to fire, nothing will happen. That's my intention.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't even know it, but like on the inside, yeah, like their firing pins kind of like curl up and like get bent up out of shape, and
fuse the bullet to the inside of the chamber. Like nothing's gonna happen.
They don't even know anything happens. They're all still screaming at all of you to freeze, get down on the ground. Well, I guess.
Do I know how many I got?
You got with a major success. I'll say you got 7 of them.
Ooh.
I mean, they're guns. The guards are still there. But
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But, guns.
Next is Darin. Sorry, Kipper.
Thank you. I'm going to try to use my power of fastitude to run very fast around the room and see how many I can trip in that time so that they fall down whilst singing Happy Birthday to Me.
Okay, using your power like that is what we call a stunt. You are essentially to use a stunt, you got to spend 1 point of your determination.
That's done.
And that brings you down to 3. And remember, y'all have 1 community point of determination too. But and now make a roll on. Wait, do you have to roll for this? God, it's been so long since we've done a stunt. Sam, do you remember?
If you have to roll for the actual roll, then do so. Like if you're using a stunt for an effect or to get an extra. But you don't have to spend an extra thing for the point of determination.
You do. Okay.
So if you normally have, like, Vion doesn't have to roll, you don't have to roll if it's a stunt.
Yeah. Make me a roll on your power.
Okay.
It's been forever since we've just done it. Feels like it. I guess it's only been 2 games, but like it was last season. It's been like 10 weeks or something.
It looks like an what? Level 6?
Yep.
On power? It doesn't give me a number.
Power is just level 6. So just roll a d6 and then just tell me what you get.
2.
2. So 8 plus 3. Okay. So I'm gonna say, you just tear through the room and you knock down. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4 guards.
Zoom, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to Kipper, sweet or trot, the boy with no name, the Dickensian Dasher. Never had a birthday before because I'm a sad orphan from England. Happy birthday to me. Zoom.
While singing that, and those 4 guards, you're
That's
gonna
a
take.
stunt. That's what we call it in England. We call it a stunt. Like sometimes in America, you'll say elevator and we say lift. In England, we call that a stunt. What do you call it in America?
A bunch of Nazis that fell over.
See, we say it very, very quickly. It's a great language that we gave you from England, and you ruined it.
All right, so you took some. You took I'm going to say 3 points of damage. 4 points of damage off of all 3 of those guards.
Okay.
4 guards. 4 points of damage off of all 4 of those guards. And that brings up Glider.
So there's still some of the Nazi soldiers standing, correct?
Yes, there are 6 standing.
Okay. Are any of them standing like in a row?
Yeah, I mean, this place isn't that big, so yeah, I'll say there are 3 of them standing right down the middle of the room. Where their desks were.
Great. I would like to run up and punch the first one such that they fly back, hit the second one, they fly back and hit the third one. I'm kind of going for this like Spielbergian
Dominazi?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Dominazi.
All right. Let's make a roll on your strength, for your punch. And if you get a slam, I'll give you that.
Okay. I would like to just quickly add that I am using this is an air punch as well.
Oh, okay. So make it on your power then.
Great. Here we go. 7, 8. Okay, that's going to be an 8. I'm not adding strength to that, right? Or prowess to that?
No.
Okay.
This is your power plus whatever applies.
Yep. So that's 8.
8. Okay. That is not quite a slam, but it's a stunning effect. So we're gonna say this first guy goes flying back and he hits the guy behind him who hits the guy behind him, and they're not knocked out, but they are all kind of really shaken up. It's like that feeling when you've slammed your head into something super duper hard and now you just kind of can't even get your wherewithal back. And those 3 guards will lose their chance to attack in this turn on this page. So that brings up Leopold.
Leopold will turn to Glider before they do anything. Have I called you an amateur yet? Because that was very amateurish.
You have not.
Oh, well, it's not too late. Now watch how an actual person can use the wind. And again, true to form, I'm going to rise up. And what I want to do is I want to, whatever weighs less than like 150 pounds, like less than a human. I'm sorry, Kipper. Maybe myself might hold on to something. I just want to rise up everything and then spin it around with the intention of just knocking out anybody that'll get hit in that chaos of wind.
Wow. Okay.
I got air combat, you know.
Yeah. Let's think. How do I do? You know what? It's not like a stunt. Yeah, because like it kind of is what you do. So yeah, just make a power roll and let's just see how you do.
Just like a flavor roll. Like I'm not picking up people right now. I'm picking up like chairs, staplers, that letter opener. You know.
Sure, the desks. Yeah.
Does a desk weigh less than 150 pounds?
Most things do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're like writing desk kind of things.
That's
They didn't shell out for the mahogany in this prison.
9, 10. I'm going to burn my determination looking for trouble.
Okay.
To add an extra 2 to make that a 12.
What quality? Oh, looking for trouble. That's your
Looking for trouble.
So it brings you down to 2 and brings you to 12, which, oh, wow. So that's a massive success. So, yeah, exactly what you want. Yeah, it's like all of a sudden, it's like this kind of whirlwind just starts in the middle of the room, and the other 3 of you are watching as like the wind picks up. It's like Ghostbusters, where like you're indoors, but like everything's, blowing. And
Kipper gets caught up in it a little bit, but he'll be okay. It's a message to you, kid.
Message received, best friend.
Yeah, and like staplers, chairs, those writing desks come up and they just start swirling around the room. But you are good enough at this. You have real control here, and it just starts knocking out Nazis left and right. And I am going to say you hit a massive success. It's like, let's say there were 6 standing. You take out 5 of them. And you do damage to the ones on the ground. So I'm going to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to say the 4 on the ground take enough damage so that they are now unconscious.
They're smushed by the desks.
5 of them get knocked down and lose 3 points of stamina. And 1 of them who's standing in the back of the room is untouched.
See, Glider? That's how it's done.
That last Nazi guard raises his Luger at you all, and let's see if he's one of the guys whose firing pin went out. And he aims and pulls the trigger, and nothing happens. And he pulls the trigger, nothing happens. And he kind of looks at it, and he like throws his gun at Kipper.
I got you to bring it back to him.
Yeah, I kind of love that reaction so much. It's like I'm not even gonna make you a roll for that. Yeah, it's like he throws it and just like you just like easily, I mean, with your speed, that's nothing. It's like that moves at slow motion to you, and you just grab it and just whip it right back to him, and he's just like,
it's Christmas Day, sir.
And he's just
that's a
totally
bummer.
stunned. The guy, yeah, sorry, the guy's on the floor. Okay, 2 of them have live guns. I think there are 1, 2, 3. There are 5 guys on the floor. 2 of them have live guns, and 1 of them aims at Glider, and he fires. Glider, you want to defend yourself, or what are you doing here?
I see. It's like slow enough that I am able to see this.
Yeah, you can always make a coordination roll to see if you can.
Yeah, I would like to kind of just like jump out of the way a little bit.
All right.
Here we go. Come on, something big. What did you roll behind? Okay, I got a not. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can add to this. Ooh, I mean, aerial combat doesn't really apply. Okay, I'll just stick with it. 9.
9. Honestly, that's going to be enough. And that bullet it gets very close to you, and it kind of whizzes by your chest and maybe like cuts a little line in your bomber jacket there.
Ooh, okay.
But does not hit you.
Yeah.
Or hurt you. And the other one with a live gun fires at Leopold. Leopold,
What's the one where I dodge?
coordination.
That's still coordination. Can I justify aerial combat since I'm in the air? Adding that on.
Yeah, I kind of like that. You are technically in the air, I guess. It's not exactly, you're not flying a plane, but
4 dimensions to dodge in, yeah?
yeah.
They're
The
more
brain-
familiar with being in the air than on the ground. Like, hey.
Yeah, the three-dimensionalness of it is very similar.
All right, that's an 11 then.
That's an 11. Okay, and yeah, you also just barely make it out of the way, and the bullet kind of whizzes by you, and let's say it hits the door behind you. The rest of the rest of them are just trying to pull the triggers on their guns, and nothing happens. So there is 1 guy on his feet and 5 guys on the ground, and we are back to the top of the order. But before we get back there, we're going to go back upstairs where you finish getting your jacket, Simon, and when you come back into the hallway, it is just a pile of SS corpses just down the floor. So lots of them are dead. A couple of them are moaning and groaning, but there is not really a threat to you here in this particular hallway anymore.
I kick one for fun.
Yeah, I'd say maybe you deliver a kick to Captain Achleiter.
Yeah.
And he just and he just convulses in pain as you make your way to the end of the hall. There is a gate which is now open because of the guards that came, and a staircase that leads down.
This is my way out, I think, yes.
And as you walk down to the bottom of the stairs, you start to hear the sounds of struggling and fighting, and you come up at the back of this room, where in front of you, you now see a bunch of Nazi guards lying on the floor, kind of like, looking very perplexed with their guns. 1 guy kind of hiding in the back of the room, and these 4 very strange characters who... 2 of them are wearing SS uniforms. 1 of them is dressed like a Dickensian orphan. The other one is wearing this kind of long, robe, kind of like that's,
elegant dress.
Sorry.
Screams elegance. Please, I stole a lot of money for this dress.
Oh, hey, are you Simon?
Are you my ride?
I think so.
Simon, do me a favor. Roll your initiative.
Absolutely.
There are still Nazis awake, which is not acceptable.
12.
12. All right. So that 1 Nazi who is all the way at the back of the room, like I said, on his feet, he sees you appear right down the stairs, and he tries to throw a punch at you. He's not going to hit you. You don't even have to roll to dodge this. He is just so freaked out right now that he kind of clumsily throws a punch and then kind of falls on the ground in front of you, and he looks up. And the prisoner's free! The prisoner's free! And he starts yelling, and he looks around the room, and the others kind of look freaked out and don't quite know what to do.
Simon leans in and says, knock yourself out.
Make a power roll.
14.
Oh, God. And yeah, he reaches down and he picks up one of those guns. Oh, no, he's got his gun because Kipper brought it back to him. He takes his gun and he just starts trying to fight it, but he just whales himself in the head again and again, and he just keeps doing it. And it's like the blood starts coming down his head, and he starts, God, and he just collapses on the floor. And even collapsed, he's still trying to hit himself in the head, but eventually he just kind of blacks out. And we're going to say that guy's out of the fight. So there are 5 Nazis on the ground with malfunctioning guns. What would you like to do at this point? I think it is Kipper's turn. Yeah.
Oh, my turn. Well, I would like to talk to one of the Nazis, please.
Sure.
He's been very naughty. Now, will you please leave and change your ways and be a good person for all your days, or else you shall be visited by 3 ghosts.
Make a willpower roll.
9.
9. Well, luckily for you, Nazis have very bad willpower. So he looks deep into your eyes and he sees something unnatural. You are not what you appear to be. There's something scary in those eyes. And not being familiar with A Christmas Carol, he kind of 3 ghosts. No. And he kind of gets up and he looks around like, and he just runs and just dives face first through one of those windows and just disappears out the window screaming. That brings up Glider.
I think it's Maggie.
Oh, Maggie. I might be
wrong.
the wrong.
I'm sorry.
I was
might be
pretty
close.
high. I don't remember, but I don't remember what my order was.
Okay.
Right after we did something, Glider.
You know what? You're right. I might have accidentally just switched Kipper and Maggie. I saw the K there. I thought it was for Kipper. It's probably for Caitlin.
Understandable. How many are still conscious?
4.
4. Cool.
Well, I will tell you, they're pretty freaked out at this point.
That's pretty cool. How close are they to each other?
I would say everybody, everyone on that floor in that center part is probably within a good 15 or 20 feet of each other.
What do the light fixtures look like?
They are old and kind of bolted into the ceiling. These are old kind of cast iron fixtures, so they are, fairly heavy, but they look like they've been there forever.
Excellent.
And depressingly intact. They could just
I know.
really do something.
They're coming down.
Okay, make a power roll.
Right.
Oh man, I'm changing dice.
I couldn't get I don't think I could get tinkering for this. This is just brute force.
Yeah, you're just pulling them down.
Oh, well,
right?
I rolled real good, so it's fine. 14.
14. Okay.
No, wait.
Well,
Wait.
Yeah?
Nope, that was right. I was right. I did my math correctly. 14.
okay. Well, a 14 is a massive success. So that's a slam outcome in this game. And given what you are doing, what I'm going to say is you just reach up and kind of pull on those fixtures, and the fixtures come down, and the whole section of the ceiling that they're bolted into just comes right down with them and just flattens those 4 Nazis, and it is just boom, Wile E. Coyote style.
I look up at Sam and go, so nice to meet you. We are your ride. And I'm gonna look around. Is anyone still up?
No, that actually takes care of all of them. You have won the hell out of this combat.
Is anyone left standing? No, they're Nazi.
I know you say that. I do not see it coming.
Darren Puns, let us know what you think in the chat.
Zoom. My cleverness goes very fast. Zoom.
We should also go really fast and get out of here because we made a lot of sounds, and I also don't want to be in a Nazi uniform anymore.
Is Rick, is the alarm still going?
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to look up at the one of the I guess the bell, and I would just like to air blast really quickly and just knock it out.
Okay. I won't make you roll for that since the combat's over. You just you blast it, and the bell just kind of
Great. So should we head to that cafe where I heard about some croissants?
Sounds good to me.
Take the money from their pockets first, and then we can pay for the croissants. Come on, people.
True. You
Oh,
have to pick a pocket or two.
That's a great. Yeah. Have you, child with no name? Would you be able to quickly rifle through the pockets, perhaps, and see what you can find?
It would be my pleasure.
Make sure you bring it all to me.
Oh, that's an excellent idea. For we are friends. And as I'm running around and doing that. Very
Yeah.
rapid.
While he's doing that, I mean, honestly, I gotta tell you,
In
it's like,
this life, one thing counts. In the bank, large amounts. I'm afraid these don't grow on trees. Got a big bucket or two, you. Got a big bucket or two. We don't have the rights to this song. Zoom.
the Artful Dodger, one of my favorite theater characters of all time. So thank you. Yeah, you know, like good role-playing game players, you clean out those bodies. And you find yourself, with a whole bunch of French money and German money and stuff like that.
I would like to not be wearing a Nazi uniform anymore, but I don't want to throw it because maybe it might be useful in our future missions. So I'll stuff it in a bag or something.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll say you find a bag there to carry it in, and that's it. Yeah.
You know, really quickly before we go, because I know we rifled through their pockets, but I would, and I'm not going to make a big thing of this and rush around, but I'll just check like a drawer or two around me to see if there's any like personnel papers that might be useful to just pocket to maybe use in the future.
Make an intelligence roll.
Okay. Glider is not the...
Man, red die hates me as
sharpest
much as green die
point.
does.
I believe that is a 9.
Yeah, you find a list of like SS guards who are at this station, and it's got a whole bunch of German names on it: Klaus Stroll, Ludwig Loeb, Kasper Lang, Leon Desor, Marco Schwann. I'll send you all those names during the break. You've got a list of active SS guys now. After that, making your way down to the cafe?
Yep.
All right,
Count
cool.
them as we walk, you know? And I might pat Kipper on the head. And I have to like reach because we're the same height.
And as you are all finally together, you pat Kipper on the head and you start heading down towards the hill, towards the cafe. And on that, we're going to take our break. We will be back in like 10 or so minutes. Stay right there. Thank you so much, everybody. I cannot believe we are at $2,820. It's mind-blowing to me. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll be back in 10. Thank you. Welcome back. Oh my God, I see we hit 3161 while we were away on the break. We were literally just all sitting here talking about how in awe we are of this community. Darin, was saying it's like right now in the pandemic when so many people don't have jobs and so many people are hurting, that y'all still came through for this cause to this level is just, I mean, I don't, again, it's like I kind of stumble over my words here because it's like you just cannot capture the emotion of what it feels like to have a community like this, of these, to know that there are people like you out there that still care about this stuff so much. And honestly, we are all super really touched. I'm kind of babbling, but we are back. And so a whole bunch of announcements to make. So first of all, because we got so much cool stuff to give away now and only so many computers to do the work, we're going to announce the winner right now of the Caitlin avatar contest drawing. And so if everybody is ready, drum roll please. The winner is Mini Maker.
Woo! Congrats! I'll email
Congratulations,
you.
Mini Maker. Yeah, get your email address to Jake, and you will be getting that cool avatar in that style that Caitlin's got her own right now. Mini Marker is actually the name. I don't know how to read my own handwriting, folks. That is how bad it is. My handwriting is just the worst. Doctors look at my handwriting and go like, dude, what the hell? Mini Marker, thank you. And I actually knew that name because Mini Marker's been around in this chat forever. So thank you, Mini Marker, and thank you, Caitlin, and thank you, everybody. But that just clears room for the next drawings. So here's what we got. The awesome people at Dark Horse have put up a second Hellboy prize pack. So that is still just going to be the same Command Hellboy, but we're going to draw 2 winners at the end. So if you're not in that already, Command Hellboy right now, get yourself into that drawing. You can only win maximum of 1 of them. It is that Hellboy Omnibus Volume 1 that covers World War II, BPRD, again, World War II stuff, and those cool Hellboy playing cards with the Mike Mignola art on it. and they're all super cool. And we have a new prize to announce. Thanks to B and the folks over at Roll20, we have 3 Burn Bright starter packs, starter bundles. And there were 3 of those to give away. And to get into on that, it is Command Roll20. And the drawings for the Hellboy stuff and the Roll20 stuff is all going to happen all the way at the end in the closing announcements. So you got plenty of time to get in. I'll remind you that a little bit later again. But for now, Command Hellboy for the Hellboy stuff, Command Roll20 for the Roll20 stuff. And if we get to $5,000, then we will open up the prize, the big gold Roll20 subscription prize, which is freaking amazing. And so they've already got their point of community determination. You have your access to the top secret Jewish space laser. We will get the after credits lore drop. We have had the Shakespearean soliloquy. You are owed a cameo from Amy Dallin, Vampire Hunters of Port Ruby game, Sam DeLev punching Hitler, and 4 Power Play Origins episodes at this point. So all that to come in, not all that to come in the next 2 hours, but some of that to come in the next 2 hours. And then those other games to come after season 2 is over in about 7 weeks, I think. And that, I think, covers all the announcements. Is that all the announcements? Is there anything else I got to announce right now? Anybody?
About to punch Nazis and I'm excited.
All right, let's punch Nazis. Yeah, back to it. You arrive at the cafe, and David is sitting there munching on a croissant, reading a newspaper, and sipping his coffee. And he sees the 4 of you walk in and have a seat. So that alarm that I heard sounding, was that you?
No.
Did anybody see you that's going to be able to say what they saw?
I mean, there's a bunch of bodies.
That is acceptable.
Thank you.
Simon.
Sure, I did not know you. I was not expected to be picked up.
Well, we're doing a little favor for our friends over in the French Resistance, and now that we've got you out, you are such a valuable source of information. We would like you to get right back into place at your bar, and we are going to be moving on to the next part of our mission. So it's been very nice working with you, and you can go now.
Pardon?
You can go now, Simon. You're free.
Yes, I understand, but this mission, I'm going to sit wrong ways in a chair.
$20, Simon, if you join our mission.
Absolutely.
Simon is not invited on the mission.
Why?
Simon, would you like to join our mission? I officially speak for His Majesty King George and Winston Churchill. Top that, David without a name.
Make a willpower roll.
Come back, David.
8.
David's got very high willpower. And I am afraid my connections with the British government are probably as good as yours. Simon, I am a big fan of your work, but criminals, not really my style for top secret missions. So I'm afraid we have to say goodbye.
Wait,
now.
David, is that the bar? Because you shouldn't have me here.
You are not nearly the kind of criminal that this one is.
Oh, I look at Simon with like stars in my eyes.
We've all done things we regret. Surely that does not mean we cannot come together and do things to bad people now, no?
Make a willpower roll.
Oh, that's not the right die.
You rolled the D20.
That was absolutely I did.
Wow, a nat 20.
It was the thing I was fidgeting with. They sure matches these D6s otherwise. You know what? I would actually love to spend a point of determination.
Okay.
To activate the quality, got nowhere better to be.
Ooh.
Okay, that clearly applies.
Cool.
You lose. Okay, so that brings you down to 2.
2, 4, 6,
plus 9 is 15.
15?
Yeah. With determination, without powers.
I don't know, son.
I like to think I'm very charming.
You have your moments. I can trust you. You're not going to scuttle this mission for one of your criminal objectives.
You can trust my dedication to the mission.
I read Simon's mind.
S'il vous plaît.
Okay, make a power
Can
roll.
you?
I can. This
Your
is a thing I
telepathy is level 1.
It's a baby, yeah.
Yeah.
This is easy when they're willing.
Actually, why don't Sam why don't you make your
I assume it's a willpower roll to contest.
you make your own willpower roll to contest.
Cool. Yeah. All right, that's 14 for me.
I got a 5.
You can't get
well,
anything off
so-
Simon.
I mean, what I'll say is I just intend to use that for like peremptory strikes of something that you might not know. Like Simon will not, if they feel a poke around, he's not bothered unless you go somewhere I don't want. So that's enough to get me a block out. I'm fine being red.
So what are you trying to read?
Because willing subjects do not require a test. I just want to make sure that, like, is that true? Are they really not going to commit crimes? Like, are they actually going to help us? Is this somebody we can trust? And, you know, Leopold's version of trust is like, if I can't throw you very far, I can only trust you that far. That's not the saying, but I was close.
There's no intent not to do crime, and there is absolute intent to fulfill whatever mission this is, if and only if it involves gratuitous levels of destruction to Nazis. Dedication to the cause, but the means...
I mean, that's...
And you probably get a pretty strong, like, side flavor of regret.
Okay. I don't know how to handle that feeling, so I push that one aside.
Absolutely.
I'm going to pull out like a 10-pound bill and slam it on the table in front of David. All right. This is for you, David, to shut up, and we're going to take Simon. I trust them. I scrambled around in their brain. I think I know better than you.
David puts his hand down on the $10 bill, slides it over to him, picks it up, folds it up, puts it in his jacket pocket, finishes his coffee, gets up, tucks his newspaper under his arm, and says, "All right, let's go. All of you."
Hooray! Best day ever! Hooroo!
And like everyone in the cafe kind of looks over and throws like a weird look at y'all, and David just kind of, "All right, let's go. Come on. And as you shuffle your way out, we will take you to a briefing room in Belgium. You have made it back across the border out of German territory, and the 5 of you find yourself alone in the briefing room like you did before, only now Simon is with you. And again, there is that same NP kind of guarding the door.
Hello again. Okay. And I go,
Oh, you're talking to the MP?
yeah, but I imagine that's how he would
Yeah, he just doesn't say anything. He just kind of stares at you.
kind of like the ones at Buckingham Palace.
No.
Oh, okay.
Never been. We should go there. That sounds fun.
Yeah, can we get a little trip to Buckingham Palace after this?
I wouldn't know, sir.
Have you ever been?
Once.
How was it?
Had its moments, I guess.
All right.
Have you ever been to the States?
No.
Have you ever been to a pub where they serve sausages?
Yes.
Have you ever been to a pub where they don't serve sausages?
Probably.
Have you ever been to a restaurant where maybe they'll serve chicken?
I like chicken.
Have you ever been
Okay, well, Kipper, why don't you sit down on this chair on the very far end of this entire long table?
Hooray! An excellent idea. I shall
Good.
do it.
Good, thank you.
I'm over here now.
Yeah, we can hear you still. Just lower the volume and just maybe like lower your head. Yeah,
I will
good.
be very quiet. Starting now.
I think the guard just rolls his eyes, and then the door opens and David walks through, fresh suit, and he kind of sits down in front of you. All right, I am very impressed with your work at the jail in Villemel. I think the level of teamwork that you showed and the level of determination to cut through the enemy is exactly what we are looking for. So, and he kind of looks over at Kipper and is, why don't you get back in, get back in your.
Don't know what you're doing, David.
It's time to give you the main mission briefing. We have learned that a high-ranking SS colonel named Luca von Hayden has created a weapon that he believes is going to turn the tide of the war. Now, our information is incomplete. We don't know what the weapon is or what it does, but we know that it is being held at Castle Tyrannin in the tiny Eastern European nation of Ostrovia. Ostrovia is just a little east of Germany, and it is still under Nazi occupation. You're going to parachute in, or fly, if that is something you are capable of.
Thank you. I'm not putting on a parachute.
And you will meet a contact from the Ostrovian resistance who is going by the code name Sarah. She will be waiting for you at the landing site. The possibility exists that this entire mission is a trap, but between us, the Brits, and the Russians, the Nazis are cornered. And that is always when the animal is most dangerous. So we have to treat this threat as absolutely real. Any
And
questions?
if it is a trap, we take the Nazis who trap us and we destroy them. So this is the win-win, no?
Absolutely. If there is no ultimate weapon, or if the ultimate weapon isn't quite as ultimate as it has been billed, you just take out everybody. Any questions? Any other questions? Good. Time to move out. And now, boom, we're going to cut to one of those Indiana Jones maps, but where you're like flying across Europe, and you pass over Germany, and down there by Croatia and that sort of area is the tiny Eastern European Republic of Ostrovia. And who's flying the plane? Did you volunteer for that glider, or do you all want David to give you a pilot?
Well, someone should probably pilot it because all of us are going to be jumping out of it, unless we're going to just let a plane crash, I suppose.
That is up to you. But okay, let's say they surprise you with a pilot, and you're not going to, kamikaze the plane.
If Glider wants to fly, I'm not going to stop him. But that would be my
I'll
argument.
say, I agree with you that we should have like a separate pilot to kind of just like drop us off and then continue on. So then, there's no plane we have to worry about, but Glider will sit in the, maybe there's not even like a co-pilot seat, but it's just like squeezed into the cockpit, just like nerding out about the plane.
Yeah, and you were there, and the pilot, is kind of this, Air Force John Wayne type, kind of, flying. It's just like, so you, Air Force?
I never force the air to do anything, but I do love to ride a really good updraft. I see that you got the chrome dials. That's a nice little feature there. A lot more stable, than their plastic counterparts. I've been saying that nonstop. But then again, the magnetism does screw with that a little bit sometimes. But you don't always have to worry about that, I guess, if you know what you're doing, which you do.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. You don't have to worry about. And then a little light starts to flash on his readout. Uh-oh. I think we might have company. And he kind of starts looking out the glass canopy, kind of trying to see out there. He's like, I think we got some German fighters out there somewhere. All right, and see if I can try and lose him. And he kind of, he starts pulling, and the plane all dips around, and he's like, they're all over me. Anything you could do about this?
Yeah, absolutely. And I walk back into the main sort of cabin where everyone's sitting. All right, folks, we've got some company. Would anyone be interested in some high-flying adventures here?
Yes, absolutely.
For those who I suppose can't fly, you might want to hold on to something.
So
I'm
And I'd like
into several things. This is not my bag.
I'd like to open the door.
Yeah, you pull the side of the plane open, and like wind just blows in from everywhere. And you look outside, and you can see, like some kind of German dogfighter just kind of passes by in the clouds and then disappears into a cloud bank, and you can hear the buzzing of engines kind of all around.
All right. Well, I guess we've got some metallurgy we can mess with. Of course, you are the professional when it comes to sort of controlling different wind patterns. But I will ask our unnamed Dickensian friend over here if you wouldn't mind giving me a little bit of a maybe a theme song or something like that, just to like. You're quite good at that, so I'll throw that your way.
Of course. Air power, air power. It's the hour for air power. Leopold likes air power because Leopold is my best friend to the end. Air power, air power. It's gonna fall like a tower. If a tower
Okay,
fell
I'm
in
gonna
this
go out with it.
particular...
I'm jumping out of the plane.
And we do have the rights to that one, by the way. You're jumping out?
Yeah, I can't handle the song.
Now your flight just works automatically, like in
Yep,
a
it's
movement,
constant. That's my
so
limit.
yeah, you are now you go into the clouds.
And as I'm humming air power, I kind of salute and fall out from the door.
Yeah,
I will not be
fall
doing
right
that.
back. And okay, so Glider and Leopold, you are now soaring about the clouds, and you I tell you what, why don't both of you make intellect rolls?
Okay.
See what you can find.
Intellect.
8.
8.
What do I have on that? So 6 plus 6 is 12.
Okay. Leopold, you count 4 planes in the air. Glider, you only see 2 of them.
Can I also be looking? Because I would like to help. I'm just not jumping out of the plane.
Sure, make an intellect roll.
Okay. Eight.
You also see 2 of them.
I would like to fly to Glider and shout, I bet I can kill more of them than you.
I'm not a gambling man. And I would like to, with my arms outstretched, kind of glide over to one of the planes.
Yeah, and you just kind of whoosh over, and you can see, like, on the inside, there's this really confused-looking Nazi guy who's just looking at you, and he's kind of yelling something in German that you can't hear through the canopy, and he kind of yells at that guy, sitting in the back bubble, and that guy starts slowly turning the gun turret around to try and get a beat on you. Make initiative roll.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, that's an 8.
That's an 8. Okay, and that
Can I add aerial combat to that at all?
Yeah, you can. Oh, definitely, yeah.
Okay, great. Then that bumps it up to a 10.
Oh, you lucky bastard. Okay, fine. That means you go first.
Okay, great. I would like to just kind of like land on the glass of the cockpit and just kind of tap on it and just and say, "Nice night." And then I want to blast one of their propellers with wind such that there is no wind carrying that wing anymore.
Wow. Okay, I love this. Make a power roll.
Okay, I'm going to use a point of determination if that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. What are you activating?
Mm,
I hate Nazis.
yeah. It's
That
pretty
seems to
straightforward
apply.
with this one. Okay, here we go. And I can throw aerial combat onto that as well, Rick.
Yeah, absolutely.
12, and then great. That's going to be a 14.
14. Okay, so I roll on the handling of the plane. Yeah, that is an 8. He cannot get out of your way, not even a little bit. It's like these old clunky, World War II fighters just do not, they don't turn on a dime. And even though he sees that you're doing something, he kind of can't get out of the way. And suddenly that propeller just kind of stops. And the plane starts to drift and fall and then just kind of tumbles through the sky and disappears down towards the ground. And yeah, and it just disappears from sight. You can't see if it crashes, but you are now down to only one of those two that you saw.
Great.
You did not roll initiative, did you, Leopold? Roll initiative. Oh, only if you're attacking. If you're not attacking.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I can't gamble with them.
Glider, you spent a point, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 11.
That is an 11, and okay. Ooh, that is a marginal success. So whatever you did, it kind of shakes the plane, but kind of doesn't really affect it that much, and it kind of keeps going forward. And on that plane opens fire on you, Leopold.
Wait, hold on. Did I attack? I was just rolling initiative.
Oh, that was your initiative roll.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm a moron.
It's okay. I just got confused.
What was it again? It was
My initiative was 11.
It was an 11. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you go ahead of the fighter.
Okay. Because although Leopold would never admit it, what Glider had done back at the building where they had the people lined up and like they punched really good, it was really cool. So inspired by that, Leopold wants to like capture one of the planes in their air control and slam it into another one, hoping for they love explosions. So, if she could just get one really good explosion, that'd be perfect.
Okay, that's a power roll, and you
Yeah,
can
that is.
certainly use aerial combat. And if you want, if you want to use qualities, certainly like, strangely protective might work because, your friends are out there and these planes are attacking your plane. So that's up to you though, but that one will definitely apply.
I think you're looking at my ULEZ sheet.
Okay, because I was having a moment there.
Oh, you know what? I did not cross this off of the sheet when I converted it from Ulez to Leopold.
Yeah, I have short-tempered and looking for trouble. So, I'm looking for trouble. I am lion for trouble.
Either of those could work here. Okay. So I copy everything from the main sheets to this because I don't have a readout screen for that. I was wondering, wow, that's the same one Ulez has.
Never. I set out to make a complete opposite character.
I got the cork board out immediately, the red string.
Oh, heck. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
10. Okay, so plane. Oh, you were okay. So 7, 10, 3. That is a major success. So it's a stun, not a slam, but I would say it's close enough that you blow that plane back, just like this gale force wind picks up and like the propellers like reverse. It's like so hard. And the plane just starts pushing backwards through the air. Those of you who are watching from the other plane, it's the weirdest thing you have ever seen, as this plane just like, you've never seen a plane go in reverse and it just starts going and it picks up speed and then suddenly just shoots right back into the plane behind it. And the two of them collide, explode right there in midair and just plunge to the ground. So
did you see that, Glider? I'm doing better than you.
That was very good.
One plane left.
I'll take a shot at it if it's okay.
You got to roll initiative to see where you would get in the order there.
Cool. 12.
Yeah, that'll put you ahead of the plane. So we'll assume that you rolled that before. So what do you want to do? Sorry, I keep wanting to call you Benny, but I know
I probably shouldn't have chosen another character with an IE at the end of the name. That was not on purpose, but hey. I want to like crush it like a tin can.
Okay. That's a power roll.
Okay.
And
Can I would like to invoke the quality in pursuit of justice on my own terms.
yeah, this sounds like
Okay.
justice to me.
All right, so
The best kind of justice, the kind where a Nazi is going to get crushed in a giant airplane.
Oh, it's okay. I'll still be fine. I rolled a 1, 11.
All right, you rolled an 11, but the structure of this thing is only a 3 because it's a World War II fighter. So that is a massive success.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, she just reaches out and just goes, I've always wanted to try this, and then just gonna crush it in the air.
It's like a soda can. It just like, like those things soda cans look when they come through out of those recycling machines and they've just been like totally like flattened and pulverized. That just right in front of you, and it just that ball of metal just drops down to the earth, and you hear the pilot. All right, I think we're at the jump site.
All the Nazis will cower as their souls we devour. It's the hour of glorious air power. Starring Maggie, and also Leopold, I guess, as well.
Aw, they've had a song written about me before. That's pretty sweet.
You hear the pilot guy's like, I like that. Now, you've got 5 parachutes, but not all of you need parachutes. So, I guess the jumpers would be Kipper and Maggie and Simon.
I am going to ask Leopold, I know you have some expertise with air. I have not jumped out of an airplane before. I understand sometimes people jump together. You are willing to help me?
Make you a deal.
Since you root around in my mind, yes, I feel we are bonded in this way.
Make you a deal. What's one of the best crimes you've done?
I understand. Simon will walk.
Oh, okay. So the flyers, you get to the landing site, no problem. The jumpers, I need each of you to roll coordination.
I mean, I think it's probably safe to say Glider and I are keeping an eye out on them because, like, I don't want them to land and be smushed.
Okay.
I shall jump because I don't understand the laws of physics. I have an 8.
You have an 8, okay.
13.
13?
12.
Okay, so Maggie and Simon, you go right towards the site. Kipper, you are slightly off target, but we're going to say not off target enough so that Leopold is able to sort of just kind of use the wind to just kind of inch you back. And I won't make you roll for that, Leopold, because
that's been me this entire game, just slightly off target, but not off target enough.
No, off target to the exact right amount. Yeah, you land right there on the ground, and you find yourself in the middle of some woods, and you're in a clearing, and that's why it had to be so precise because it couldn't get caught in the trees. And the clearing is very quiet. The night sky is very cloudy. There's not a lot of moonlight, and you hear the sound of some rustling, and then around you from the trees, 4 figures emerge, each about 10 feet tall, these very heavy kind of clanking footsteps. And there are these kind of giant robots that are all blazoned with swastikas and SS symbols as they pull out of the woods and raise their hands, which clearly are guns, at you. There's one on each side of you, essentially 4. You are now surrounded by them. But you heard them coming, so it's not a surprise. So everybody roll initiative.
12.
12.
11.
15.
Also 12. We roll off. Rick?
I think it's settled by who has the higher coordination.
Kipper, after you.
6.
And I
Okay.
got a 10, so I think I'm last.
And you got a 10. So that's Caitlin, Darin. What did you get, Omar?
I got an 11.
You got an 11. So Caitlin, Darin, Sam, Omar, B. And the robots go last. I'm getting new die. I hate these D6. Dice are not supposed to be able to, mathematically speaking, they should not be non-random, but here we are.
Your dice are Jewish. They're helping us here.
Yeah.
That would explain it. So yeah, these 4 robots, about 10 feet tall, kind of broad, guns for hands. They are surrounding you, and you go first, Maggie.
Ugh, Maggie says no thank you. And I want to take one of the ones in the middle and just slam it into one next to it.
Okay,
Try
that's
to
a power
crush them
roll.
together so that they mangled mess of metal. I don't think tinkering's gonna help me here. This is not. No, I'm just gonna roll straight. Okay. 12. No, 11.
11. I could see Sam dying to make a pun about your rolling straight thing there, but I'm
I thought it after I said it. It's fine.
Then I've done my job. You all thought it without me saying a word.
Your face speaks
Sam's in here now.
Yeah.
Rent free,
Right.
baby.
So you got what? I'm sorry?
11. I forgot the math immediately after.
11. And the robot tries to take that hit with. So 11. Okay, so the robot has some damage resistance power, but that is still a moderate success. So you do what's your power level? It's
8.
8. Okay, so you do 4 damage to the robot, and it does not go back, hit the other robot. It just kind of takes that hit and is damaged by it.
Just kind of get crushed just a little bit, but it's still up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, kind of like it sort of shows yes.
One leg is a little in the wrong direction or something, but
yeah. But
I'll
you
try
didn't knock it off its feet. So that brings up Kipper.
I have never seen such a giant contraption before, so I shall zoom up and try to ride on its head.
Okay. Make a power roll.
Okie dokie.
Well, actually, you know what? That's just a movement for you in combat. That's not even an attack. So it's like, yeah, you are fast enough. Like your speed just works that way. So it's like, yeah, the movement's free. You are so fast. You just zip right up and find yourself standing right on top of that robot's head. And the robot's kind of.
Mission accomplished. I have confused it.
Okay. Robot will count as distracted. Robot number 2. I'm gonna say robot number 2 will lose its attack turn right now, and it'll be considered distracted if anybody else wants to attack it. That brings up Simon.
Yes. Previously, I was not good at fighting the Nazi because they were an airplane. Now I am not good at fighting the Nazi because they are not a Nazi. They are a robot working for the Nazi. Anyway, nonetheless, I am going to attempt to run around and confuse their tracking. I'm going to maneuver to create equality.
Ah, that's great. That would be, I guess, your.
So because I'm sort of doing it by movement, I was figuring it'd be coordination.
Yeah.
Cool. I have nothing in particular to add. 10.
10. That'll do it. You create the quality of confused in the robot with 2 free activates.
Cool. So enjoy.
By the way,
y'all.
any of you can use those activates now. It just it's like activating a quality with a point of determination, but you don't have to spend that point.
Please do. They're useless to me.
And that brings up Glider.
Great. I mean, if we're all doing it, I would like to fly up to one of the non-confused robots, and I would just like to glide up there off of the breeze, and then just tie my scarf around its eyes
To create a quality?
Yep.
All right. Since you're using your power, make a power roll.
Okay. Can I add pilot to that? No, not really. Here we go. That's fine. 9.
9. All right. You create the quality of confused. That's what you're trying to do with 1 free activate.
Great. And I want to also give a thumbs up to the unnamed Dickensian child.
I shall return it with a plum and a thumb.
And it is to you, Leopold.
Why isn't anybody doing anything? We have robots in front of us. Come on. I want to pick up one and slam it into the other.
All right. Now we're talking. All right, Leopold, you picking it up, you're using your power like air control?
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm always kind of floating, and I gotta be a little bit more intimidating, so I will like rise up a little bit more. It just makes that effect look. Also, the robots are kind of tall, and I can't stand for that, so I have to make sure I'm above them.
Okay, make it roll on your power.
Okay. 7. Plus the quality, 9.
Remember,
Yeah,
you can spend as many points of determination as qualities you have. So if you want, as usual, if you want, you can, now activate,
I like that. So I'm going to use the quality that Simon set up, like the confused.
Okay.
I just use, right? I don't need to use a point of determination for that?
Yep, you
Okay.
just use
And then
that.
I will use my point of determination to activate my quality short-tempered.
Okay.
Just having some issues with how tall they are. It's unacceptable.
Yeah, no, that obviously applies here. That's great. So it's like, that brings you to, what does that bring you to?
Oh, 11.
11. Okay. Well, okay. That is a massive success. And you just blast that confused robot, and it just falls back, hits the trees, and just, goes to pieces. Just, it is hit so hard, it just crumbles. Its arm falls off, its legs just kind of come out. That blast of wind was so hard, it was like getting hit with a hurricane. It's just absolutely devastating. One of those robots down. It was the one, you said it was the one that Sam activated the quality in?
Yeah, Simon. I think Simon had activated the quality on. Was it just the one robot that they got 2 qualities for?
There were 2 free activates on, but I don't know how many.
Yeah.
There are 3 total on the board over the 2 robots.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to call that robot 3. So that brings up the robots. And the first robot is going to fire at Glider.
Great.
Glider.
I was hoping for that. So the robot fires at me?
The robot starts to fire.
Great.
Do you want to? How are you? You gonna try and dodge, or are you trying to what?
Yeah, I'll try to dodge. I am standing on top of another robot's head, like I'm on the shoulders of the other robot because I tied the scarf.
Okay, so let's see how this dodge goes.
Great.
Hold on. If you were on top of one robot and Kipper was on top of the other robot, what robot did I smash?
I just heard there were 3.
Okay.
Yep.
There's 4.
There were 4 robots, and now 1 is down, so there are 3 left. 2
Okay.
of them are confused. One of the ones that was confused was destroyed. So there's free activates left.
And one's a little crunched.
Yeah, the one has damage taken from it.
It's a little crunched.
It's a little
Okay. Coordination, here we go. Wonderful. I love that. That is 11. And if that's, I do have, no, I'm not really. I mean, I'm up high, but I'm not in the air, so I won't add aerial combat.
All right, 11. So, all right, it fires at you and it just completely misses. You dodge. Yeah, it doesn't hit the robot, doesn't hit anything. It just, it's just totally wide of the mark.
Okay.
The second robot that's still on its feet goes after Collider again. I'm sorry.
Don't
Collider,
be.
roll another dodge. Oh.
Okay, that's going to come out to, I believe, 9.
9. Yeah, once again, just completely misses the mark. And robot 3 goes after Kipper. Kipper, what do you want to do?
I'm on top of a robot. Which robot am I on top of? 1, 2, or 3?
We're going to say you're on robot 2.
So there is a slight chance that it could also fire on the robot that I am riding. Very slightly, that chance is.
Make a roll on. What are you trying to do? You want to dodge here?
I'm riding the robot, but I just want to see if it misses me. It might hit the mechanical nightmare that I am currently astride.
Okay. Why don't you roll on your power to dodge since it's speed power?
Sure.
Ooh.
That's a 3. I'm level 6.
3 on level 6. So 9. Yeah, okay. The robot misses you, and a little bit of the fire goes across the face of the robot that you are standing on, and does some damage to that robot. We'll say 4 damage. So there are 3 robots left. 2 of them have been damaged. One of them, the one that I think Darin is standing on, Kipper is standing on, has a free activate of Confused. So that brings us back to Maggie.
Okay, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna find whichever one has the free activate of Confused. I want to try. I just want to just pull it apart. I just make nothing. I just want to pull it apart. Unusable.
Make a power roll.
All right, I'm going to use one of the free activates, and so I will add that to +2.
Guess you'll roll against its strength to hold it together or something.
Kipper's robot and my robot both have free activates.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's just the crunchy one that doesn't.
I think you took out you used one of the free activates when you took your ears out, right? Or
Yeah, we had 2 from Simon and 1 from Glider.
but Simon's 2 are on the same robot.
Oh, that I didn't understand.
Oh, got it.
Yeah,
got it,
okay, sorry. I should be clear with that. Yeah, it can only work on one at a time. So what do you get?
14.
Oh wow.
Love that reaction.
So 5 or more. Yeah, that's a massive success. You just, just like that.
Groaning metal and
flies
twisting.
apart. And we will say that was not the one that has the free activate, and is not the one that anyone is standing on. So we'll just take out robot number 4. That leaves 2 robots who have both been damaged and lost some of their stamina. And we'll say that the one that Kipper is standing on has 1 free activate of Confused. And that brings up Kipper.
I would like to talk to the mechanical nightmare that I'm currently astride.
What do you say?
You're a very bad mechanical nightmare, and I want you to rethink your ways, for you shall be visited by 3 robot girls. Ooh, ooh, and I pretend to be a door knocker, and it's my face. Woo, woo, I'm Jacob Marley, but a robot. Ooh,
Make a willpower roll.
perhaps it's confused. For I have never seen such a mechanical nightmare. But it's a 9. Like in German, a no, but it's a 9 like a number.
Well, okay, it's 9 like a number. And we'll say is that the robot is a robot. It has no willpower, but somewhere inside of it, you can hear some German voice shouting back at you. And you don't know what it's saying, but it sounds super irritated. And the robot starts trying to kind of swipe at you, and it's kind of whatever it is so pissed, it just kind of can't get at you.
Because I'm
And-
speedy. I go, who? A zig when the robot thought I was going to zag. And then, conversely, I'll zag when it thinks I'm going to zig.
Yep, and yeah, your super speed keeps you way ahead of it, and that brings up.
So is it still confused?
Oh, you're trying to create the confused quality again?
Yeah.
That would create.
That's all I got. I'm a fast little thing. I can't really do much to a robot except confuse it and hope it rips its own head off.
Well, you can. There are things you can do. You can certainly try and trip it, or like run through its legs, or things like that. But if that's what you were trying to do,
Yes.
you got. Do me a favor. Make a roll on your power.
Okie dokie. Oh dear. That was a super speed level 6, and that is a 1.
Okay, yeah, no, the robot does not get an additional confused on that. It's a little already. Whoever's in there is kind of freaking out enough so that they don't even notice what you're doing.
That is okay. From every failure we learn. That is what the schoolmaster taught me before he beat me within an inch of my life because I asked for more food. This is something urchins shouldn't do, especially if the schoolmaster was a robot, which he wasn't.
Simon, that brings up you.
I feel curiosity as a minor action about whether perhaps the schoolmaster was a robot and Kipper simply did not know. Secret robots. They are
It
more
was
likely
true.
than you think.
I have never seen such a contraption before in my short life as an urchin.
But this is just my minor action. Intelligence inspired by Kipper. One can at least attempt to impress the force of personality upon them. So, upon said confused robot, I will step up and or at least it is a German word, halt.
Roll your power.
Simon sagt halt.
I don't
What
like
did
the
you
sound
do,
of
Sam?
that.
What did you do, Sam?
17.
Well, that's like 3 massive successes. So what I'm going to say is that German voice that Kipper heard yelling back at him can hear you clearly. And when you say halt, the robots just stop.
All of them?
All of them?
There are 2 left, but yeah, both of them stop.
You have first, I guess.
For,
yeah.
For a 15-point differential, yeah, both of them. That brings up Glider.
Great. Just sort of above game. I'm gonna think like Sam in this one real quick. I am going to since they've stopped, I'm gonna grab my scarf and I'm gonna fall backwards off of the robot and kind of glide down. And as I'm gliding down, the thing about I'm a fan of things that work with nature and work in harmony with the natural forces around us. And sort of this bipedal metallic construct doesn't quite make any sense to me. I don't know why you would kind of go with this when the ground can sometimes be uneven, or sometimes there might be a strong wind gust, for example. I would like to blast the back of the knee of the robot as I am fluttering down.
Okay, make a roll on your power, which is
And
4.
can I throw aerial combat on that because I'm fluttering through the air?
Yeah, sure. We've set a precedent that's how that's going to work tonight.
Okay, that's going to come out to 8.
8. Ooh. Okay. 4, 8.
Oh, you know what? And this one's confused, right? I've got a free activate on this one as for confusion.
If you want to use that, yeah.
Yeah, and so that'll pop us up to 10, right?
Okay. Then if it's a 10, it is a major success. And that just blasts the robot back and it falls into the trees and just completely collapses. And that will take enough stamina out to finish off that robot.
Great. I put my
So-
stars back on.
We're down to the last robot. And it is just standing there. And
Is it my turn?
Yep.
I would like to rip its arms off and beat it. With
Rip
wind.
its arms off and leave.
I'm going to beat it, Kipper. Like
Bye.
Kipper puns. Let us know what you think in chat. Just make rip its arms off.
with wind. I'm not touching it at any point. Please understand, I am a master of the wind. I was born for this. And violence.
Okay, then roll that on your power.
I'm doing great. 9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
12. Okay, yeah, no, that's more than enough. Yeah, exactly like you say, you use the wind to pull that thing's arms off and then just start beating on it. And it's just, this Nazi robot. You stand there watching this Nazi robot essentially get it beaten to death with its own arms.
Hopefully there
And,
was nobody on the robot. Kipper, did you get off? I can't remember if you got off the robot or you're just like hanging out on top, like playing the
No,
drums on
I
the
was still on it, as you could plainly see as you did that.
I'm trying to hit around you, but
It
you
is-
know.
It is very hard to hit Kipper by accident. He moves as fast as a jet. So
Whee!
The robots are now finished. And the forest goes silent for a second. But then you hear more footsteps coming. And out of the woods emerges the shadow of a woman. And here she is.
Oh, the suspense is killing me.
Invisible woman. Oh my gosh, I didn't expect this.
Oh my goodness. It is a woman as foretold by your shadow.
Are you Sarah?
She looks around. She looks down at Kipper.
Oh,
Are you the agents of the resistance?
yes, indeed, we are.
I've seen stranger, but not by much. I'm Sarah, Estrovian Resistance. Thank you for coming.
You're very welcome. And
Happy to
you're
be here.
also very lovely.
Thank you.
Would you care for a robot part?
I have a hand.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm like this all the time. I'm a child.
No, I meant.
Don't ask the child his name. Please don't do it.
What is your name, child?
No.
I am Kipper Sweetletrot, the Dickensian Dasher, the boy with no name. For my name, my actual name, was never revealed to me when I was a child. For my mother, do you want to hear the whole story? Oh, good. For my mother, what is
Kipper.
it? Yes.
We don't have a lot of time. I think there are more Nazi robots coming. You know, I can hear them with the wind.
Oh, goodness gracious. Sarah, please tell us what we need to know, for you are lovely and also smart and nice.
It's been a long time since I had time to make new friends and hear some unearned praise. We could use that scrap, though, actually, for the resistance. If you could just pile it up sort of over there.
Oh, God, I've got wind power. I'll move it all together.
I've been
Maggie.
blown away. I've been blown away with robot pieces.
Dang it. Get out of the wind. What have I told you
Okay,
about?
it's okay, I got it. And all of the scrap will just be in one spot. Well, I'll be darned. Maybe you can do it after all. All right. Look, come this way. And she starts to lead you down a dry riverbed through the woods. I can take you most of the way. I can show you what we're looking for. And after a certain amount of time, you come around a bend in the forest and you see in the distance the shape of an imposing medieval castle coming up over the edge of the trees. It's a ways off, but it's got a clear, classic, I'm going to say Gothic, but that's not the correct architectural thing, but you know what I mean. A beautiful medieval castle silhouette arising out of the sky. And as we approach it, Sarah starts to explain that this castle is both more and less than it seems. It was built 1,200 years ago by the Tyrannan family who ruled our country for many years. The Nazis have moved in there, she spits on the ground when she says it, because they believe it is invulnerable, which is what the Tyrannans thought. Although in the late 11th century, the Ostrovian people found a way around that. They dug a secret tunnel, stretching all the way under it. They got inside, they opened the gates, they mobbed, and they drove them out. The Ostrovian people do not take to despots. And I am hoping that what was done once can be done again. And eventually you stop in front of a large boulder in the dry riverbed with a deep crevice just barely visible behind it. I'm afraid this is as far as I can take you.
Thank you, Sarah. As Charles Dickens said, no one is useless in this world if they lighten the burden of another. And you have made our trip very, very special. I will never forget you, and I will carry your name in my heart.
Sarah looks like it's been a long time since she cried, but she's struggling a little bit.
What is my name? Leopold pulls out $20. I'll give you this if you could just never remember us. That would be great.
A tough promise to make.
We'll make it 30.
Are you sure you can spare it?
Oh, yeah, this is borrowed money. You know how it is.
Well, I promise not to speak of what I've seen, but I cannot promise not to hold it in my heart.
Ugh. If you could just erase Kipper from your mind, that would be the ideal. But, 50?
If you want me to take your money and spend it on the resistance, I will do that. I don't know if you're bluffing, but we need it.
Many people have erased me in their minds before. It's not a problem. And he does a little urchin dance. Try to forget that.
It shall be a struggle, my small friend.
Mission accomplished.
I still hand you the 50. Just do your best, you know?
I pocket it gratefully. The hopes of many go with you.
Thank you. We'll never forget you, Sarah. Who is that?
Are you actually good at this? Kipper, don't do this to me now.
I don't know how that person got in here. I'm gonna have a talk with security, honestly, because we just cannot have this kind of thing happening in a mid game.
You should look for a tunnel that stretches under a castle.
Probably
how they got in.
Yeah, I live in a castle. Yeah, that's
yeah. I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amy Dallin. I see that our chat, who is honestly the greatest chat in the friggin' universe, has brought the total now to 333.33. Folks, yeah, you have been so incredibly generous. We are raising money all night for the Southern Poverty Law Center, who, they are on the ground leading the fight against white supremacy, and our country's got a problem with that. And there's only so much we can do about it, but this is one of those things, and y'all have just been incredible tonight, and we so incredibly appreciate everything you have done. If you want to get into one of our giveaways, it's Command Hellboy to win the Hellboy stuff. It is Command Roll 20 to win the Roll 20 stuff. And on that, you head down into the tunnel under Castle Tyrannan. And see, where do my notes pick up? Boom. Okay.
Really quick, Rick, before we have what's our next level again?
The next level, if we get to 5,000 by the end of the show at 9 p.m. tonight, there is a Roll20 gold subscription, which has like something like $120 value or something like that, we think. I mean, I couldn't even begin to tell you all the stuff that you get with that. It's just like B can tell you, but you know.
Yes, with the wiki.
B Wiki Zelda can tell you. Wiki is B's nickname. Yes.
That's really my middle name. It's definitely not actually Zelda. That would be silly. Who would have that as a middle name? With a Pro subscription, you get 6 gig upload storage, no load screen ads, share table features, dynamic lighting, Roll20 reserve reward, custom character sheets, API access, dev server access, all access to character vault, compendium sharing up to 5 games, 15 players, and looking for group highlighted listings.
Yeah, it's the Cadillac subscription. So yeah, if we get to $5,000, we're gonna open up an instantaneous raffle that second, to give that away.
Can I throw something out for us if we hit 4?
Sure. What do you got?
For the remainder of this season, every week I'll write a chapter from one of Vion's books.
What?
Oh,
What? Do it.
wow! Oh my God!
Do it.
Yeah, if we get to $4,000, yeah, Omar will write chapter by chapter one of Vion's books. Vion's books are mystery novels. They were, good enough to at least get a movie deal. Although I hear that the movie did not really come out particularly well.
It's a low. I work in the industry. It's a low bar, but it's a side rant. It's a side rant.
But the book is great.
They're different things. They're different texts.
Oh my God, I need that so bad. Y'all have been amazing to us. That is 4,000, and then if we get to 5,000, the gold subscription to Roll20. Thank you so much.
How amazing is Omar as a writer that like he can even throw that offer out? Just like, gosh, you're so incredible, dude.
Yeah,
let's hold
That's a
off
lot
to
of
find
writing.
out.
Cool.
And Omar works a lot, so I don't know how he's going to do this, but we will make him. Honestly, it's like someone will stand over Omar with a writing crop and make sure that gets done for your $4,000. So
I get it now.
you make it into the tunnel, and you start walking your way down, and it is very narrow, and it is a little dark in there, and you can hear the sound of water running somewhere, and as you walk a little bit further, you see that there is a part of the tunnel that is sort of half caved in. And you come to it, and there's a very narrow gap that you have to squeeze through. Who wants to go first?
Perhaps the smallest of us should go.
I swear if you say me, I will throw you through.
Would that get me through faster? I
Well,
wasn't going to, but if it helps, should we roll to see if it does?
Kipper,
Yes.
are you going first?
I was going to go first, but then my best friend in the world said they would aid me
Oh.
by throwing me through some heavy boulders, in which I would probably be cut to ribbons. Oh, joy! Haru I add as well.
Do you actually want to try
Go
this?
on ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Kipper, make a coordination roll.
Okay.
If you fail, though, I got your back. I will push you through those rocks.
Yay! 10.
Yeah, easily. You just whoosh right by. Who's going next?
I'll go.
Go for it, Maggie. Coordination.
Cool.
Can I help? Can I aid by pulling through?
15.
15. You're fine. You squeeze through. Helping in this game is a little bit weird. It's like y'all have to do like the same task to help. So it's like let's just see what happens here for now.
What if when I was going through, could I kind of feel out the composition of the rocks? Because there's there's metal in stone. If I could widen it while I move through.
Make a power roll.
Wow.
I like that. You're
Yes, get
smart.
scientific with it. Love it.
I don't think I have anything I can add to this. It's all right. 13.
Yeah, for 13, you can feel the iron content in the rocks, and
So as she scoots through, she kind of like widens it behind her, just like a couple of inches, just to
well,
just
no,
like
you got to make a
crumbling.
power roll for that.
Oh, I got. Oh, that was the. Oh, that was not the power roll. Okay,
That
cool.
was the identify the roll.
I see. Okay,
You have to roll to understand jazz before you
got
can
it.
roll
Okay,
images
yeah,
too.
I see. That would be a 12.
12. Okay, yeah, you are able to push the rocks back. You can,
Just need a little bit, just to make it easier for the rest of my party.
yeah, and you know what? That works so well. I'm not even going to make the rest of you roll for that. You just make it on through, and it does not cave in on you, as I was kind of hoping it would. But yeah, you make it through, and the rest of the tunnel, it's long, it's very narrow, it's uncomfortable, but it's clear and empty. Clearly, there is nobody on guard down here. The Ostrovian resistance might be onto something. The Nazis just might not know about this place. And eventually you come to a dead end, and it is sort of like a rounded cavern, or whatever you want to call it, a chamber. And at the top of it, there is, what looks like the underside of some kind of floor. And you can see it's mostly stone, but right in the middle of it, there is a square that is, big enough for a person to fit through. And the square is kind of pressed down on top of the ground. Looks like you're looking at the bottom of, like a trap door or some kind of hatch or something.
Should the smallest of us go through?
I think it might be. Well, actually, that's
Probably
not the worst. Yeah.
Probably someone's gonna make a strength roll or something to get, or however you want to move this stone, or
It's high up. Is that right, Rick? Like so.
Yeah, it's probably well, the cavern's not that big, so it's like I would assume it's maybe about 7 feet up.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That is too high for me.
Would you like to climb onto my shoulders?
It would give me so much joy. It would be like ascending to the heavens. My life will be complete, and I could die a happy urchin should we accomplish this mission.
That is great. If I can be any part of that journey, please.
Hooroo!
Love Kipper Speedle Track. So
What
yeah,
are we rolling?
I guess who's trying to remove this thing and how?
Well, you'll
I'm just
take-
lifted. Yeah, so I'll take a
you're just
knee
gonna push him?
so you can climb onto my shoulders.
Okay, so Kipper, make a strength roll.
That is a 10.
A 10. Yeah, you know what? It's not really easy for you, but you are able to kind of push it, and it's like, it looks like it's made of stone, but it's actually not that thick. And so you are able to kind of slide it back, and then it is open. Do you poke your head up?
Is it light or dark?
There is flickering light above you, and if you look straight up from under the hole, you see kind of a stone, kind of arched. Maybe it looks like a hall or something like that. It's like you're looking straight up like an arched ceiling.
I shall poke my head up.
Okay, you poke your head up and you look around. Make an intellect roll.
That is a 5.
You look around, and what you see is a long, empty hallway, and it stretches in either direction, further than you can see. And the floor is tile, and it looks like you just pushed up one of those tiles. It's kind of like black and white, like a chessboard, and you just pushed one of the squares up and moved it to the side. And it looks like this hall was probably once very nice. It's got got spaces on the walls where there looks like old pictures, and kind of tapestries and stuff like that. But you don't see any people. And the light's coming from candles that are just sort of set up and down the hallway.
I shall relay this information to my compatriots below me, and I should also suggest that I use the power of my speed, the zoom power I've just called it, for I know no other name, to look ahead and search.
Sure.
Is that all right? Does everyone agree? For I would not want to make a decision by myself when I finally have friends, other than the other orphans who would beat me and hurt me.
Yeah, if this gets you farther away from us, I think it's a wonderful plan, Kipper.
That's what the other orphan said.
Oh
Wow, it's like you're a cyclic.
Man, even Dickens would get depressed by this.
Yeah, the poor orphans are dicking him around.
Wow. Sam Puns,
Yay!
register your opinion in the chat.
I would like to, as we're saying yes to this, I would like to hand up my glider and just say to Kipper, if you run into any problems, throw the glider and I'll have it drift back to me, and then we'll know.
Will do, friend. But do not worry, for Kipper Sweetletrot, the boy with no name, now has friends, and he will accomplish this mission in a flash.
So
Not
Kipper's
knowing
going to
what
scout. So Kipper's going to scout. The rest of you are staying down in the hall for now, or are you coming up? What's going on?
I was hoping to take a quick beat while we were watching Kipper like scramble onto Glider's shoulders and all that. Probably just lean over to Maggie and say, "So, do all the Americans know each other who have gifts?
Yeah,
You
see,
know
this
the
was
people who smush the airplanes?"
so no, this was new to me too. I was, I kind of had a thought that, like, I can't be the only one. That would be silly because, probability. There's lots of people on the whole freaking planet. But this is the first time I've met other people who can do like cool stuff. So no, because from my experience, nah, sorry. But now I know more people, so that's cool.
It is not a family. You do not have other people who smush the airplanes?
No, not that I know of. I don't know anybody else who can, yeah, just me.
Well, where are you? I have a brother who moved to the States.
Oh, no way, where?
It is the Red Port.
Port Ruby? That's where I grew up. No way.
Is it far from where you are?
No, I mean, I grew up in Port Ruby. Probably, I think I'd never picked the exact location of where I live, but we'll say on the north end of Port Ruby.
I also did not pick such a location after a time in my life.
Big city, but I mean, that's pretty close.
If you ever meet Caleb Prip, please send my best.
I will.
Make sure he doesn't get into trouble. He was the good one.
Well, I hope I run into him sometime.
I hope we all run into each other. This is not so bad, knowing other people who...
Yeah, I'll say. It's been fun, but also, like the whole knowing you're not alone thing turned out pretty good. Not too bad. Not a bad feeling.
Yes.
Kipper, make your speed roll.
Okay. Against my power, level 6, and
Yep.
I have a 5. I rolled a 5.
Okay, so yeah, you speed of a jet up and down the hallway, no problem.
I don't know what a jet is.
Yes, that is probably true, actually. Speed of a really
fast horse on top of a cheetah.
an incredibly fast horse on top of a cheetah, or incredibly fast horse on top of an incredibly fast cheetah. No problem getting up and down the halls, and you don't see anyone anywhere, but you see all the way to one end of the hallway, there's a staircase that goes up, and all the way to the other end of the hallway, there is this wide open area that looks like it might have once been some kind of a ballroom or something like that. Big fancy kind of room, and in the middle of it, there is what looks like a kind of an antenna or something like that, kind of a long post with like a ball on top and some kind of gear on it or something like that.
Oh, like a Christmas tree. I shall examine it.
Make an intellect roll.
This is a bad idea. An 8.
8. You can clearly tell that this thing looks wildly out of place. It does not time period wise fit into the medieval era, obviously.
You mean like me? Ho, ho.
Yeah, you are also a little out of place. And this thing, to you and, your kind of limited knowledge of modern technology looks kind of weird and advanced. This is more than just like a plane engine or something like that. You've seen mechanical stuff, but you've never quite seen anything like this. But you don't know what it is.
Is it heavy?
It is fastened to the floor, and if you try and move it, it, doesn't really budge at all.
Are there any buttons to press?
No.
I will speed back and relay this information to my best friends in the entire world, also my only friends in the entire world, and also to Leopold.
You are credited with that information, and holy God, Omar, I hope you're in the mood to do some writing, because we just broke 4,000. Thank you so much to the amazing people in chat. I cannot believe this. I more than we were over twice what our original goal was, and the original goal was kind of insane to begin with. The heart that y'all showing here tonight, I just I think Sam's face kind of says it all right now. And so you are all credit. Thank you so much, everybody. So yeah, the last goal, if somehow we get another $1,000 in the next 33 minutes, if somehow by some miracle we will get that gold subscription for Roll20. But oh my God, I cannot believe what y'all have done. You are credited with that information, and you climb out of the hole.
Yeah, I'll hold out my sword, my hand as you do to kind of boost everybody up.
Oh,
Whoever wants to.
I'll help them kind of get them up too.
Yeah, and you all get out, and as you get out of the hole, the first thing you notice, you look up, and there is a big portrait on the wall over you, and a little plaque on it identifies it as a picture of the Tyrannin family, painted in 1077. And as you look it over, you see there is a king and a queen, and to one side of them there are 3 young princes, and to the other side of them there are 3 princesses. The princes and princesses, all children. And the painting is highly faded. You can't quite make out, a lot of specific stuff. It looks like the parents might be blonde. The father has a heavy beard. The children, they are, some have brown hair, some have blonde hair, some have red hair. They are all kind of, different looking. But the painting is so incredibly old that it is hard to really get a read on, what any of these faces are like. But that's all there is to it. And you follow your way down to this antenna now. What is your next move?
Well, child, where are we going?
Well, there is a stairway going up this way, and there is a weird-looking machine on the other way. Which would you like to examine?
I mean, I love a weird-looking machine. Thoughts, team?
I'm into that. I mean, that
Sure,
sounds
that sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
I shall lead them down to the weird-looking machine that I now call Sarah, after the one we have forgotten.
Aww. Kipper takes you down to Sarah the antenna, not to be confused with Sarah the Estrovian of Distant Agents.
Right.
And
Totally different people. One is a person, one is an antenna. It's very obvious. Why wouldn't you know that? I'm just going to keep asking things until you interrupt me. That's
Okay.
what urchins do.
So as you are standing there looking at the antenna, the 5 of you hear this kind of high-pitched, like, buzzing coming from it. And the buzzing gets louder, and it gets louder, and suddenly the five of you start to feel very tired and very drained. And then a voice comes from behind you. Welcome. And out of a corner, a very shadowy corner, steps Colonel Von Hayden. Tim Roth.
He was hiding.
Yeah. Yes, he was Von Hayden. Wow.
Sometimes just lay him out there for us, sir.
My God, that's as bad as when I accidentally made the guy whose name's Mickey Bomberg's plan is to have a big bomb.
We're really up red here, you know?
Didn't realize that when I did it. So yeah, Colonel Von Hayden steps out. Welcome to Castle Tyrannin. You must be the agents of End that I knew they would dispatch. What are your names?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Glider Montgomery.
Well, okay.
And I put out my hand.
Oh, Glider, come on.
I will shake your hand. And he shakes your hand.
I would like to punch him.
Yeah, make
Pull him in for that punch.
I tell you what, make roll initiative.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
What do you get?
11.
11. Okay. Throw a punch.
Okay. All right, here we go. That is going to be 15.
You try to throw a punch, and he zips to the side at the speed of Kipper.
The what?
And then he says, you see, we've been trying to build our own super soldiers with powers like yours, but our science has failed us. We cannot create them from scratch. But we did figure out that powers, like all power, can be taken from the weak. So therefore, I allowed the Allied powers to know about our ultimate weapon, because I knew they would send their own superpowered agents. You see, you are our ultimate weapon, or at least your powers are. And now, those powers are mine.
Not if we have a laser from space. Everybody better leave and leave me with the space laser, for I am going to destroy this man. Oh, I'm mad. I may be debilitated and no longer fast, but if someone hands me a laser from space and the rest of you make your escape, I shall rain a terrible vengeance against this entire castle. Oh, you watch if I don't. Oh, you don't look down. You should watch. I'm going to rain vengeance. You better get an umbrella. It won't do any good because vengeance is going to rain.
and while you're talking at him, it's like, SS soldiers start storming in from all the sides and surrounding you. There's nothing you can do. Did you really think that the strong would just stand by and let you take our birthright?
Yes.
And with that, he kind of raises his fists and a wind starts to gather. Everybody roll initiative.
I have a really important question.
Yeah.
Is he taller than me?
Well, I mean, yeah, of course.
Whatever. Okay, thank you.
I don't know how tall Tim Roth is, but I guess somewhere, just under 6 feet or something like that.
Yeah,
okay. Okay. So
World's most cursory Google says 5'7".
5'7".
Yeah, that sounds right. He's kind of, when he's hanging out the actors gang, that's 5'7" kind of place to hang out.
He's got 5'7" vibes.
What did everybody get?
12.
12.
Also 12.
Yo.
7.
11. It's like 12, but less so.
It's like almost 12.
Wow. And so your coordination, I'm just going to go in order of your coordination. So, Simon, you got a 7. Maggie, you got a 9. Glider, you got a 6. Leopold, you got a 7, which will settle that tie with awareness. It's 3. Leopold goes up here. And that leaves Kipper. Kipper has a 6. Okay, so we're gonna go Maggie, Leopold, Simon, Kipper, and Glider. But first, Colonel Von Hayden gets to attack. And he is going to go after Maggie.
Ugh.
Colonel Von Hayden is going to use the air control powers of... who's got the higher
If you
air
want
control?
them to be good, it's Leopold.
Okay, we'll use Leopold's air control power, which is a 3.
I mean, this is just facts, honestly. I'm looking at my character sheet. That's true.
All right, Maggie, and he's going to spend a point of determination, which you get. And your determination is full right now. So
Yes.
no.
Well, now it is. I
I'll
spent one
put that-
earlier, so now it's full.
Oh, you spent one earlier. Okay, right.
Yeah.
So now it's full again. And he activates his quality, I'm a mean son of a bitch. And that gives him an 8. What did you get?
Okay, so can I roll coordination to dodge?
If that's what you can roll coordination to dodge, you can roll strength if you want to try and tough
I
it
don't
out.
want to do that one. No, I am not Betty Beckett. That is a 13.
A 13. Okay.
Maggie's a fast motherfucker.
He is not good with these powers he has stolen yet, and he lets off a blast of air, but you easily get out of the way, and it's kind of such a narrow column of air that it does not do anything. And that brings up you, Maggie. Your turn to attack.
Ugh, do our powers? Can I still feel like the metal in the room? Do I still have my own powers, or did he take them from us?
No, in fact, you do have your own powers.
Okay, cool. What is he wearing?
He's just in full SS Colonel uniform, so he's got like the hat with the little thing on it, and the badge, and there's kind of medals along his chest and things like that. He's got a sidearm, and
so
you're looking for metal, right?
Yeah. I would like to take all of the metal that he is wearing, to take him and throw him into the nearest wall.
Yeah, I love that. Make
Just
a
to
power roll.
slam. And if I can Nick, they're pins. I would love to get a little bit of stabby action in there too, but the throwing of against the wall is the number one priority.
Yeah, one thing.
Okay. He just gave me one back. I'm gonna spend a determination to say in pursuit of justice on my own terms.
Yeah.
Or those around me underestimate me. Also very fun, and I think might work here. And I will do. That's a 15.
15. Yeah. Okay. He tries to resist that using your own metal powers, but you are so much better with them. You just completely overwhelm his ability to use it, and he goes flying against the wall. What is a massive success? So that takes your full damage off of him. So that brings him down. Oops. Sorry, lost my headphones there. Where is the Colonel's sheet? It's right in front of me. I'm bored. Okay, so that brings him down to... Oh, wow. Okay. So the Colonel hits the wall, and you can tell it has really stunned him. Meanwhile, don't forget, there are a whole bunch of SS officers surrounding you all, and it is... now it is Leopold's turn.
She is going to fly up higher than him and kind of extend her hands so there are 2 gusts of balls of wind, very much Avatar style. You show up here and you think that you're better at my power, and you dare to look down upon me? Not gonna handle that. And I'm just gonna blast them.
Yeah, roll, make your power roll.
Okay.
Oh, man.
That's not good.
Colonel Von Hayden not rolling very well today.
I didn't roll that well either. I got a 7.
Okay, so...
It's not good.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't backfire on you or anything, but it kind of doesn't really do much to him either, and there's really no effect there. And that
Two
brings-
winds hitting each other.
Yeah. He kind of counters with your own powers, and I don't know. Maybe you're so angry it just kind of doesn't. The concentration doesn't come.
Cue
Simon.
angry small sounds.
Simon, it is to you.
Simon moves up toward the SS goons. Simon says, "Destroy the antenna."
Oh wow! Make a power roll.
Mhm.
Man, I'm glad this character's not in a regular game. That's just crazy power.
I would. Oh, this power is too heavy to play in a normal game, my friend. 15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. All of a sudden, the SS guys just, they pick up their rifles and just like shoot at the antenna, like right off the floor. And then it comes off of its moorings, but that it doesn't stop them. They're just so under your power. They start smashing it with the butts of their guns, breaking it, and it's just coming apart on them. And they are now, that was so above their willpower that I'll say that basically took all of them kind of out of the fight for a second. They are so obsessed with just destroying this antenna. And that brings it to Kipper.
I'm going to use my speed power to dash to the colonel and speak to him and say, "This is quite a bleak house, and now I shall try to Oliver Twist your head off using the power of speed."
So you're trying to get him to kill himself from all your bad puns, or you're actually attacked? No, sorry.
Whatever works. I'm an orphan.
Okay, make a speed roll.
Okay. Boop-a-doo-doo. I'm level 6 super speed, and that I got a 6 as well.
Oh, wow. Okay, so 12 versus 6. Okay, yeah, you kind of zip up, just like right up on the wall and just grab his head and kind of, deliver this twist. Now, you've got little boy arms, so it's like you don't have that much strength.
No, but I do have the chain I forged in life in my head.
Oh, wow.
It's a very small little chain. It's not a big chain, for I'm a young orphan.
I probably shouldn't let you use that because it's two separate things, but it's so friggin' cool. Like, yeah, you just wrap that chain around his neck and pull.
Yeah, why not?
So let's see. The chain is metal, so we'll use that for the damage. So that is a damage of 5.
I finally got the reference, and it's just really good, Darin. It's really good.
You just got the reference? Aren't you the writer here? Wait, okay.
That's right. I was just like, now I got it.
Von Hayden looks absolutely ragged now. It's like he's kind of, he's convulsing a little bit, trying to hold his neck steady as like it's just, this chain that has been pulled around his neck has just totally like crushed his windpipe. He kind of can't breathe and he's kind of struggling. And you see him kind of trying to command the wind a little bit to defend himself, but nothing's really happening. And Glider, it is on you.
Great. I would like to... He's like not looking great.
No, he's kind of on his last legs.
Okay, I would like to walk up and just for flavor text, chuck my scarf in his face and then just punch right through the scarf.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what. Make a coordination roll for throwing the scarf in his face.
Okay. Hello. Let me re-roll that because it kind of was weird. That's a 9.
Okay, yeah, the scarf goes right over him. He cannot really move that much right now, so his resistance is low. Make your punch roll.
Okay. It's going to be a 13.
Yeah, you throw that scarf on his face, and you pull back Captain America style and just boom, right through the scarf, and you can hear his head crack against the wall behind him, and he just slides down the wall and lands, and that scarf is still over his face, but he has completely stopped moving. And the SS soldiers are still in the corner, just beating on that antenna with their rifles.
Oh,
And-
good. They should switch targets very soon.
That brings it back around to who went first? Where's my thing?
Maggie?
Maggie, you went first.
Yeah.
Me. Okay, so
all of how many soldiers were there outside of the general?
Oh, I don't know if I gave a number to account, but
Or
let's say there
colonel.
were let's say there were like 8.
And they're all on what else is in this room? So there's this like the antenna that they're all going at,
And
and
in
then
the middle of the room, and the sides of the room are stone, and there's kind of the floor, and that's about basically what's in here.
could I
Candlesticks.
I would like to bend the antenna down into some sort of like down over them and into some sort of containment for all of these soldiers.
Make a power roll.
All right.
You're also holding a space laser.
I do also have a space laser. Can I hold it out while I'm doing this? Can I hold it out to Kipper, who really wanted to press the button?
Kipper, you've got the space laser button.
Okay, that is 12. To
12.
just bend this thing around all these people who are currently also trying to kick it.
Yeah, because they are under mind control power, they just can't resist it all, and you easily are able to take that metal and reform it and kind of like, turn it into a little like containment band.
Or
and
wrap
just-
around them. I don't know how much metal there
Yeah,
is.
they're all like, now tied together or something with this metal. Okay, because we are getting out of time here, I'm going to say you fight your way out of the castles. There are, all kinds of SSs here, but Kipper's running up and down hallways, knocking people on their ass. Simon is handing out commands, and you're just watching SS guys jump out windows and bashing their own heads in.
May I? There's a really cool scene where what is your name, Glider, is like asking the wind to like help him out, and like Leopold, with the most dramatic of sighs, finally goes to help him out, and like their combined wind powers is just like what I want to like decimate whatever like Simon and Maggie and Kipper can't do.
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of love this image. It's like, let's say you guys make it to the front of the castle and there's just this, like almost a troop of SS waiting for you. And Glider and Leopold use their wind powers and blow all of those soldiers kind of, away from each other. And they're trying to fight the wind, and the soldiers are kind of coming together, like as they're trying to push away. And as they're all together in one gigantic target, would anybody like to fire top secret Jewish space laser right about now?
But wait, before we do that, who's that in the distance coming toward us? It looks like Adolf Hitler.
Oh, no, wait, no, not yet.
No, it wasn't him. I've never seen him before. That's why I didn't know who he
That's
was.
just another soldier.
It's just a guy.
I'll round him up.
Just a soldier with a Charlie Chaplin mustache.
Yeah, I'll round him up. I got
Who's
you.
it, Charlie Chaplin? I'd like to tell him how unfunny he is. I've seen his films. Oh, eating a shoe. That was very clever. We eat shoes all the time at the orphanage. That's all they give us. We eat them, and then we have to vomit them up, and then they beat us with them. That's my life as an orphan. Ha ha ha, Charlie Chaplin. Space laser the whole castle. There's hurrah.
Yeah, and as you hit that button, just this huge beam descends from space. It cuts like kind of right through all the Nazi vehicles, like maybe even right in through part of the castle, and then just lands right on top of that big bunch of soldiers as you watch them all just burn and evaporate into the air as if they were, trees in a forest fire or something.
Did that happen to Charlie Chaplin? Save him for last.
I do think that is how Chaplin died, yes.
Good. I want to watch him go last.
I would like to, as Kipper's watching this, I would like to turn to Kipper and say, when you have a chance, come over to the States and I'll take you to a showing of Safety Last. I feel like you'd really like that one.
That would be wonderful. I would have such great expectations about going there with you.
Wow. It just never stops. And it's like, yeah, as all of those troops just burn and disintegrate right in front of you, and you all kind of, start congratulating each other as things calm down. The Ostrovian resistance rushes in to secure the scene, and you are returned overseas where no one can ever know about your mission. But it is considered a great success. You cut off the entire Nazi, let's call it the living weapon program. And had that succeeded, it would have totally changed the war. But not anymore. And on that, we're gonna call this. Yeah.
Can I bring Kipper to the U.S. with me, because I think this child would be great for cons.
Well, that's up to Kipper.
And also,
Kipper.
didn't we unlock something where
Yep.
Simon?
Well,
Oh,
we're gonna get there.
All right. What? Hello, best friend in the world.
Just don't call me that. If anything, call me like your parental figure. I think we can get more money that way, you know?
Very well, parental figure. And even though I am Kipper Sweetheart, the Dickensian Dasher, the boy with no name, I have decided to give myself a name, for that is what we do when we become a man. And my name will be Leopold. Hooray!
Oh my God, I love it. Yeah, and as Leopold throws back in frustration, we cut to black. Thank you so much to the five of you. And oh my God, the people in chat, is $4,179.44. You guys annihilated the goals. Blew it. I mean, like, you know, you destroyed those goals like they got blasted with a top secret Jewish space laser. So before we get to our coup de grace, let's go around the table real fast and tell the good folks where they can find you. Why don't we start with B. Zelda?
All right, what's up? I've been your Leopold August, your angry, short, wind-powered individual. Normally, I am B Zelda, where you can find me on Twitter is at B_Zelda, add an extra underscore if you want to follow me on Instagram. I'm a podcaster, you can find me on The Broadswords, plus I guest on 1,000 other podcasts, and I'm a streamer, where I can often be found on either Indie Showcase for Roll20 on the Kobold channel, or right here on Sundays, where I normally play a heckin' lovable robot. I promise I'm not actually mean. I promise. But, Haru!
Omar Najam.
Hello, everyone. I am Omar Najam. You can find me on Twitter at Omar Najam. And I'm gonna start writing up some stuff. So thank you so much, everyone, for raising this. This is just amazing. Like just like Rick, I've got no words. So thank you all so very much. This is just incredible. And I will also add a very heartfelt Haru.
Ah, that's our catchphrase for the night. Oh my God! It looks like they just capped it off to $4,200. I cannot, y'all, you're melted at all of our hearts tonight. And all of that money's going to the Southern Poverty Law Center, who hopefully will then use it to go melt some Nazis. Yeah, there couldn't be a better cause right now. Caitlin Bruder.
Hello, tonight I was Maggie Doyle, but normally I'm Caitlin Bruder. You can find me here on Sundays during this normal time slot, usually just a little bit shorter, or on Wednesdays on twitch.tv/Rule of Lore, where we do our sci-fi, spacefaring, superpowered, homebrew universe campaign, Infinite Horizon, which is also extremely fun and very superpowered. So if you like this, that's also something you can check out. And that's, you can find me on Twitter at KKAMABR. Find out if I'm doing anything else that I've forgotten about. But otherwise, I think that's it. Haru, thank you all very much.
And of course, last but never least, Sam Delev.
When I am not being Simon, I am the certainly equally charming Dr. Caden Dialto, noted human, here on Power Play. And you can find me as a role-playing performer and variety streamer throughout the Twitchernet. My schedule of appearances in the internet void can be found on my personal page, twitch.tv/Delevely, DELEVELY. The SPLC has been doing this work for almost 50 years. It has been provided a baseline understanding of where we are with white supremacy and racially motivated hate groups in this country. They've been doing this work for a very long time. They've been doing advocacy for a long time, because this is a marathon and not a sprint. This is not something that is new. This is something that has been with us and that we continue to fight. And thank you for fighting fascists with us.
And our very special guest. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut off your Daru. Our very special guest, Mr. Darin De Paul.
Oh, hi, I'm Darin. Thank you. I haven't done this in so long. It's so good to be with these performers and this talented evening. And thank everyone for donating. This has been really, really special. It reminds me of our days back at Geek and Sundry and the joy that everybody has in just playing and imagining and living in that world of yes. So please continue to do that. And hopefully we will get through these crazy, crazy times and be able to see each other and celebrate, because nights like this make it very, very special. And I've been standing for the 4 hours, but doing in where I record stuff during the day. This is where I do voiceovers and everything, and I couldn't have done it any other way. The energy and the love that I have felt. Rick told a great story. Everybody added. I just had a blast, and they know what I do. I do a lot of stuff. There's a podcast I was just on that I really liked. It's called "We Got This" with my friends Mark Gagliardi and Hal Lublin from the Thrilling Adventure Hour, and they settle useless debates. A couple years ago, I did Best Muffin. This time, we did Best Disney Villain Sidekick, and we had a blast talking about that. So that's out there now. A lot of animation coming out very soon, and games and commercials and stuff.
Yeah,
But I just wanted to thank everybody in chat and thank you guys here on a personal note for making me feel so welcome and for playing. It's just utter joy. And watching you last week, I was so excited to jump in, and how everybody just went, let's just see what happens. Because this kind of nuts. And I was like that they went, oh, well, yeah, sure. He's playing a child. That'll be fine. Well, yeah. I was like, what would I play that's so different from like Reinhardt or Jameson or the guy from Apex Legends, the evil robot. It's like let's play a child. So that's my way of saying thank you in a very long way. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
thank you to Amy Dolan.
Yeah,
Woo,
Amy, wherever you are, over there. Yeah, Darin, thank you so much. Honestly, this was all of our honor to have you. And what you brought tonight, Kipper Sweetletrot will have reverberations in this universe. I promise.
I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, no, don't be sorry. Yeah, catch Darin everywhere in minor independent video games like Overwatch and Spider-Man and things like that. And
Little stuff.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, you go look up Overwatch. You probably have not heard of it. It's a very small little indie operation they're running over there. But
it is. They're very good over there, but they deliver the joy, and they say, "Hermod down."
It's very different from me.
I know, my friend.
Why are you both talking? You're like friends of Spider-Man, I would imagine, aren't you?
Ah, of course we are.
We are. We like him.
Get out of here.
man, if I could do that, I would just sit in my room talking to myself all day.
I have great news about voiceover.
Sorry.
Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, Darin, you're the best. All of you killed it tonight. And the chat, I cannot say thank you enough for everything you have done for the Southern Poverty Law Center. I'm Rick Budd. You can find me on Twitter at rbud913, or you can follow the show at Powerplay RPG. We'll be back next week with episode 4. This is technically just episode 3 of this season. We'll be right back on it. And yeah, that's it. You check out our podcast. We got some t-shirts and stuff like that are out there now if you're interested. But otherwise, now we have 2 after credit lore drops. So first, the planned one. This one takes place in Port Ruby in November 11th, 2020. So our own present day. Right around the time that Kadrax, Vion, Benny, and Ulez and Tulez are meeting Steve, all the way up in Riften, outside of the Riften Community Bank, shots ring out and an alarm sounds, and suddenly 5 men in trench coats and ski masks come running out of the bank. They turn a corner and go down some alleys, and when they're far enough from the street, they kind of stop and gather in a circle. And the one of them holding the bag of loot, he pulls off his mask, revealing the face of Harmon Keeler. And then the others pull off their masks, all revealing the exact same face. And there's a little flash of light, and suddenly the 4 of them combine back into the one Harmon Keeler. And he smirks and he laughs and starts digging through his loot. And he nods, approving at what he finds, and he doesn't even notice that the air around him is starting to crackle with a weird electricity. And suddenly, bam, the electricity just strikes, and these two hooded figures in these green robes appear to either side of him. And he drops the money and kind of tries to struggle, but it doesn't matter. It's too fast. They grab him, and the air crackles again, and in a flash, the three of them just disappear. And we cut back to Germany in 1945, April 30th, 1945, to be exact. Adolf Hitler is cowering in his bunker, screaming at his underlings, like in that meme video that we've seen a million times, yelling about their failures and what this means for Germany and the entire Nazi regime, when suddenly there's a knock at the door. And they all kind of look around confused, and Hitler walks to the door and opens it, and standing on the other side of the door is Simon Fripjicki. So to borrow a phrase from the best among us, how would you like to do this?
You know, my friend Omar reminded me the important thing about punching Nazis. You have to go through. You have to go through the nose, into the face. Just continue the momentum. And frankly, is a punch to Hitler's face a punch, or is it a charge and a slam? You decide. His bone structure never had time to make the decision.
Yeah, and Simon, even though history is going to record this as Hitler committing suicide in his bunker on this date, that punch, that slam goes right through his head. And I think on the image of Hitler's exploding head, we will cut to black and say thank you for playing with us. And thank you for everything you donated tonight. Good night, everyone.
Before we go, we need to do some giveaways, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, we're not done. Wow, and I was so smooth there. Yeah, there's more. Stay, folks. So the giveaways. Jake, give me the names.
Just sent them.
Okay, and the winners of everything are, wow, I'm really sorry. I'm doing 90,000 things over here. So the Hellboy giveaway. Oh, wow. Hellboy, the first Hellboy package goes to our friend Meaning of Night. Congratulations. Meaning of Night did all the carrier penguins for Tempting Fate. Thank you, Meaning of Night. And the second Hellboy package goes to Wrath of Rathy, I think that is. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, Wrath of Rathy, but you win the other Hellboy giveaway pack. Both of those contain the Hellboy Omnibus and the BPRD volume from the World War II and the playing cards. And thank you so much to all of our friends at Dark Horse for that. And the Burn Bright giveaway. So yeah, the Burn Bright giveaway, we got 3 of those, and the first Burn Bright, what do we call those packages? I don't even have them written down anymore. Bundles. Thank you. The Burn Bright bundles. The first one goes to Feathers Flight. Congratulations, Feathers Flight. And the second one goes to Geek Outs. Congratulations, Geek Outs. And the last one goes to Smokebeard. Another old face from our chat. Wow, it's congratulations, Smokebeard, Geek Outs, Feathers Flight, Wrath of Rathy, and Meaning of Night on winning all those prizes. You got to be here to accept and get your information to Jake. And wow, thank you so much to all of our sponsors. I'm sorry, I almost forgot that. I got like 90 things here. I do one all night, of course. That is it. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you to my cast. Thank you to our special guest, and thank you to everyone in chat. We love you. You did something incredible tonight. Go get some sleep.
Haru!
Haru!
Haru!